No, welcome back, people. Welcome back, people. We have some things to talk about today, people. I be a captain go on, people. I be a captain go on out there. I be a captain go on. People, we have made some discoveries. I want to not go like this. We have made some discoveries. We want to not go like this. This I want to come like discovery beer. I mean, even 10 times I'm a place, but people. I be a captain go on. I be a captain go on. I be a captain go on. Mr. Greenwood. Mr. Greenwood, you're on your agent. Your agent, Mr. Greenwood. Your agent, Mr. Greenwood. All right, people. Let me break this down. People, I'm just gonna get right into it. Today we're not even gonna sugarcoat nothing. We're not business who Bex. We had to take down the show yesterday, the show that we put up yesterday, because there's a lot of things that was said in that show, and some people felt that even leader them were on the show and it was late, and we drop all asleep, and a bag of things was said on that show. So but people, I'm ready for a lawsuit today. I'm broke anyways. Them can't sue me. People, what I've discovered is this, right? Potentially, I look back at all the pages and the articles surrounding Mason Greenwood switching allegiance to play for Jamaica. People, Mason Greenwood didn't switch to play for Jamaica, people. Mason Greenwood didn't switch to play for Jamaica, people. It's a lie. It's a lie. Mason Greenwood didn't switch to play for Jamaica. Mason Greenwood didn't switch to play for Jamaica, people. We're doing a research on ourselves. Basically, what they did, it's the same out of the Omari Hutchinson playbook. Right out of the Omari Hutchinson playbook, bro. That's what they did. Out of the Omari Hutchinson playbook, Mason Greenwood's agent planted a bunch of stories that Mason Greenwood has switched alliance to play for Jamaica. People, go and look. You cannot switch alliance to play for a country without holding any documentation for the country you're going to play for. Mason Greenwood doesn't have a Jamaican passport. So how did Mason Greenwood switch from England to play for Jamaica? People now wake up them and it was right in front of we the whole time. It was right in front of we the whole time. When Mason Greenwood, but they're saying that Mason Greenwood was gonna play for Jamaica. No, bro. He's capping. Mason Greenwood is on they're rebranding Mason Greenwood. That's what they're doing. They're rebranding him and they're letting England know that, listen, we're gonna jump ship. We're gonna jump ship if you guys don't call Mason Greenwood. No, the coach that's coaching England, if there's any coach in the entire world who will call Mason Greenwood, your best believe is this guy. And I'm watching the squad on Friday. I'm watching England squad when England squad dropping up. Mason Greenwood is the most informed English player, barring none. Mason Greenwood is the most informed English player. Another thing is, they don't have another Mason Greenwood in England. They don't have another Mason Greenwood in England. They don't. So don't be surprised, people. Nobody getting a heart broken if you see Mason Greenwood in our England squad. We got tricked. We got tricked. And this is what I'm saying, that Roy Simpson, and I said this to Issa Allen yesterday, show me where Mason Greenwood switched to play for Jamaica. I want to see the paperwork that says Mason Greenwood switch from England and he wants to play for Jamaica. Because that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Let them people, make them prove me wrong. Make them prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That Mason Greenwood switched to play for Jamaica. This was all a big scam. Even when Coach McLaren took the job, he said, I just spoke to Mason a week ago, and the player is doing well, and Mason should be coming in, and we're looking at Mason Greenwood is not coming into anything. Mason Greenwood is still waiting to play for England, people. I'm wanting to get that on a skull today. Mason Greenwood still plans to play for England. Right now, me feel stupid, like how me never spot this earlier. Because I had this feeling, I was like, there's no way this could be a Omari Hutchinson part 2. But guess what, folks? Guess what? It is. Go and look at all the articles. All the articles are basically, it's the same thing coming from the same source. So they planted a bunch of stories. Mason Greenwood switches nationality to play for Jamaica. Is to let England know they're serious. Just like Omari Hutchinson. Is to let England know they're serious. People, hit the like button on the video, no, man. Coach McLaren too. Me there for you today too, Me there for you today, Coach McLaren. Me there for Coach McLaren today. We there for Coach McLaren today, bro. We there for Coach McLaren today. That's why I want Roy Simpson to show us where Mason Greenwood switch to play for Jamaica. And I want Roy Simpson to show us where Mason Greenwood says he's gonna play for Jamaica. People, if Mason Greenwood says he's gonna play for Jamaica, that's just a verbal agreement. That's just a verbal agreement. There's nothing concrete about Mason Greenwood playing for Jamaica. So you can take on a mind off right now. You can take on a mind off right now, bro. It was all a cap. It was just a little story to get Mason Greenwood buzzing in the algorithm so they know that they're serious. That's crazy, bro. So now, and this is something that people, we have to go even move on from Mason Greenwood. It's tough. It's a tough thing to say, but we have to go move on from Mason Greenwood too. We have to move on from Mason Greenwood. It was all people hit the like button. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Toughy Rudy. The stream yesterday, as I said, I had to hide the stream. Yes, whether we put the stream. Only members can watch the stream from yesterday. A lot of things were said on that stream that could be a problem for a lot of people. But Mason Greenwood, Jamaica got played all over again. He didn't plan to play for Jamaica. He didn't plan to play for Jamaica. And Coach McLaren, I don't care if we're going to pick up donation to get people to boo you in the stadium until Ravel Morris will come back in the team. Because we saw Ravel Morris got an award today for Coaches Player of the Year. Ravel Morrison, Coaches Player of the Year. Whatever. It's a bush league, okay? Coach McLaren, Ravel Morrison was in the team before you showed up to Jamaica, sir. And you're lying to us. You're like, fans, every time somebody buck up Coach McLaren, one question him forget. Coach McLaren, what's going on with you and Ravel Morrison? What's going on with you and Ravel Morrison? A beer liar tell. And Coach McLaren needs to be honest. Because you know what? Coach McLaren, since you're going to be like this, since Ravel cannot even be in the 60-man squad, Coach McLaren, you're on the clock. You're on the clock. And if you lose to Guatemala and we don't have a good Gold Cup, you should be fired. I've never called for you to be fired today, but guess what, Coach McLaren? And I'm not buying this garbage where you're talking. People, we're freezing up for a bit, but it's gonna work out. I'm not buying this nonsense where Coach McLaren is saying that Jamaica, we're not trying the Gold Cup. He's here to take us to the World Cup. If you can't do nothing in the Gold Cup, McLaren, a World Cup, you go carry Jamaica go do something. If Coach McLaren cannot do anything in the Gold Cup or against Guatemala, you guys really trust Steve McLaren to take Jamaica to the promised land? I don't like how the coach is handling this Ravel Marsa thing. I don't like how the coach is handling this Ravel Marsa thing. Now they start playing us like we're stupid. Mason Greenwood, like Hutchinson, use Jamaica. Yes, it's BM. That's what they did. JT, thanks for getting back on the bus. We lost you for a second. No, man. I like to get the information right, determined. I like to get the coach, because Coach McLaren, you don't really have a lot of good things going in your favor. Jamaica hasn't been playing better. They brought you in because you can recruit players. Who have you recruited? You recruited a player who is recovering from a major knee injury that we don't know if he could play football in Dimitri. That's what you did. You brought in a Mason Holgate. You brought players that Jamaica could have get without Steve McLaren. Ramon Burrell. Okay, great. Jamaica hasn't been scoring goals at home. Struggled against a St. Vincent. Coach McLaren, I'm telling you, you need to get this thing right. And this Ravel Marsa thing, this same thing that you're playing games with, it might be a simple little thing, but you see, this Ravel Marsa thing, it's gonna cause problem for McLaren. And even if we have to go start a protest, like we did when they said JFF, when everybody got together and said JFF out, it needs to be Ravel Marsa in and McLaren out if he continues like this. It's a disrespect. Ravel Marsa, coaches player of the year. I know it's not the best league, but he cannot even make a 60-man squad. Mr. E said, always thought the Greenwood saga was very suspicious, questionable regarding to pledging. Yeah, he cannot play for Jamaica. Mr. Greenwood cannot play for Jamaica. He didn't switch alliance. You cannot switch without holding documentation for the country. Mr. Greenwood don't have a Jamaican passport. So how him switch? That way. How did he switch? How did Mason Greenwood switch? Because you would think that Mason Greenwood is coming to play for Jamaica. Tell us when he's coming to play for Jamaica. Tell us when he got his passport. It's all fake, bro. They actually took Mason Greenwood's agent. He took Jamaican fans for fool, for idiot. And after this, we have to just get past this bullshit. And the other thing, JT, where I call the older players, Jaja, I see the road JFF going down. McLaren down there in Jamaica talking up JPL players. People, make you hear what the coach I talk about. Make you hear. JT, you believe Greenwood need to? Yes, Martin Baker. Yes, Martin Baker, I believe that. One thing, Greenwood bigger than Mason Greenwood. You're saying he's bigger than Jamaica. What you're missing, Martin Baker, is that Mason Greenwood is trying to get back the respect of the English fans. That's all Macy Green. When you see them picture there with Macy Greenwood and him wife and them thing up on the field, is to show the England fans that look, we sort it out. We sort things out. We're a family. We're working together. We sorted it out. Yes, Issa Allen. I see the article that you dropped. Greenwood has asked. You know that Greenwood has asked to play for Jamaica. Greenwood, he cannot switch. No, Issa, he cannot switch. Issa, please find me in the FIFA rules where you can switch alliance to play for a country without even holding documentation for the country. Those are the things we want to know. We're going to chop it up today. Let's see what this madman, Coach McLaren is talking about. Let's hear what Coach McLaren is talking about, because he's down there in Jamaica. I chat foolishness as well. Coach McLaren, you're not really helping Jamaican football.
A number of players in the finals at Sabina Park.
EPL, all the players, their attitude, their enthusiasm, their love, competitiveness, they just never stop running.
According to McLaren, there is one factor that separates the local players from the ones overseas.
What I see is it's all about education. So what you get in the UK and Europe is you get education. You get education from 6, 7 years old. You know? So you get taught how to dribble, how to play 1 against 1, and then you play 3 against 3. You learn how to pass and move, and then you develop to 7v7.
It'd be a foolishness, McLaren, on a Jamaica talk about 1v1, 1v7. McLaren, you haven't had a coaching seminar in Jamaica. JT, we're telling people not true. No. We're telling people. No, what do you mean? Explain yourself, Omar Perry. Explain yourself, Omar Perry. And I'm gonna drop the number in the comment section. So anybody want, I'm willing to go at it with anybody today. I'm gonna call Issa Allen today as well. Because Issa, I need to know how Macy Greenwood switch to play for Jamaica. And McLaren, he used the whole Macy Greenwood thing as well as, yeah, I just spoke to the kid last week, because he's getting ready, he's a good kid. McLaren, bullshit. We don't care if you speak to Macy Greenwood. A beer all broke, you can come to Jamaica. Bullshit. A beer all broke, McLaren can come to Jamaica, come take Jamaican people for fool. We are going with Macy whole get them. And 110 League One baller. I like when we get excited. People are telling me, say, 5. Now see 5 new baller in our team. 5 new baller. Let's add them up and see if we can get 1. Maybe a Louis Baker. And them say Louis Baker papers jam up in a peak how long. So when is Louis Baker gonna get his papers? Mother Seal just put in papers. They say they don't even know if he's gonna be ready for June. So, bro, all these people in the squad, he can JT. Omar Perry, me just drop the link in the comment section. I just dropped the number. So I'm not. All of this is a smoke screen to make people feel better. All of this is a smoke screen, and this Ravel thing, it's not going away.
Coach convinced you that it's a Ravel flap.
Yeah, that's what
they told me. No fire, I get no more. Flap or no flap, bro. We need Ravel. At 10 minutes of Ravel is like having a Messi. Okay? Bro. Attacking midfield. We never yet get Ravel to play the right position where we want Ravel to play. Ravel, Baker, and Hayden right there, so attacking. Ravel, And you know, say Ravel lay after Baker. Baker can kick it from 30, 40 years out. That's the type of football we want to play. Attacking football. Shot, shot, shot. Making the true pass. Gray a move. Brown a move. Leon Bailey a move. Cephas a move up front. And Ravel on it. Ravel can make in give Baker and Baker do the rest. And here they just wall it up. And make sure say King and Pinot good round there. You know? Find a solid.
Yeah, they say Ravel flop in the last training session. Them say Ravel flop. How Ravel flop? Mackenzie. yeah. I can't, brother, you see after Gold Cup, you see if we go lose to Guatemala and we can't even get out of the first round of Gold Cup, I don't want to hear nothing McLaren to get fire, bro.
Instant, no hesitation, brother. Because 60-man squad and Ravel cannot make a 60-man squad.
We not
Are you okay? Where you go with Powell them? Where you go with Shamar them? Where you farm? Where you go with Damian Lowe them again? Brother, where this I go? Back where we play football, brother.
What kind of squad this, brother?
But disappointed. How Alves Powell them reach back in a 60-man squad?
And Ravel
We
them.
go forward. We think we're going forward with the football where we are looking at different players. We deserve a chance. Where East them go back I go. Where East them I go. Brother, we move from East them. And if you don't mind, we'll move on for Andrea Blake. If him is a part of the problem. We move from him to we have enough goalkeepers.
He need to drop the cap. We need to take the captaincy for Andre Blake to come. I say it. If I'm a prevent Ravel, he need to come out of the team then, bro. We are goalkeeper already.
I prefer Ravel over Andre Blake in the national team going forward because we need a captain in the middle of the park. I wouldn't mind you Ravel the captain armband, make him jack ball. Your leadership is on you, Ravel. You have to step up your game, captain armband upon your hand. You have to go step up. Because Andre Blake, this time go work, you have to try save and 1-0 and 1-1. It not go work. We want goal for your score. We want players who make creative pass. Just have a run every minute along the line and not get no true pass. We not play them type of football. We don't need that type of football. True pass here make. So we have to have a creative midfielder in at the damn middle.
But we are go back with Alves Powell and Corey Burke are going now, bro.
Jesus, Corey Burke. How Corey Burke get called up? I don't think Corey Burke they in yard what there.
Bro, something is going on with Coach McLaren and Ravel Morrison and the Jamaican fans. We need to find out how go on, bro. Something bro.
What the coach have? What the coach have against Ravel? Ravel is not a flop. I was in the stadium in Missouri. And Ravel was doing well warming up. All of a sudden, Ravel now play. How comes? You call him on all the way, book him ticket, and don't play him, have him in a number 9 shots, a warm up. A joke thing on the fan. And every man I got cut and I say, Ravel can't captain his side. What do you mean Ravel can't captain his side? What difference from Leon Bailey a captain his side and Ravel? What difference? A bigger baller than Leon Bailey, right? In my status right now and skill. Ravel skill and Leon Bailey.
The man forget the coaches player of the year is where all the coaches agree that you are the best player we see in the league.
Jesus.
And the man can't make Jamaica 60-man squad. We not even said the 23. The 60-man squad.
It don't make no sense, brother. It don't make no sense. Who is behind it? I try block him. Jonathan Russell get called now. All of a sudden, you hear say Jonathan Russell can't start and can't play more than 20 minutes. Boy, me look out for every excuse, you know. Why Jonathan now get no game, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Jonathan Russell don't even make the 23-man squad, bro.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on.
Because fans are calling for Jonathan. So they just call him up and he's not in the plan. But they might just call him up and don't play the young man. And him up on top farm right now. Right now the youth up on top farm.
Me feel so we need to start protest the coach, bro. against the coach with this Ravel thing. And listen, me tell somebody in the JFF the same thing. Me say, una go head down the Walter Boy route with this Ravel Morris thing. Una think a joke the fans them take this for. Them think
Bro,
a joke
the
thing,
man
bro.
never gonna start. We're gonna start Black Road. It look like for Ravel, like when Walter Boy never get figure. And we have a Black Road and throw a buckle and throw a rock. And that I go on for Ravel too. And that I go on. Because without a creative midfield, we have nowhere going. And Ravel must play in the right position, up top. We don't want Ravel in a no deep back and try figure it out. How him will go forward. We want him on top. Play him in a position where Ravel is capable and have the ability to play.
And the coach at about Mikel Antonio is gonna play in the Unity Cup. Mikel Antonio do a car accident, surgery.
Good point. Why all Antonio in this 60 and him just a come out an injury and accident? When necessary? But Ravel not get called, but Antonio the pan ouch or wherever.
Bell Bucky boss, we tell you how the man wicked. The man rather play with a player when I have no foot than put Ravel in a 60.
So that not look personal.
That look personal to me, bro. Something ain't right, bro.
Clearly, where you'll have against Ravel. We need to know. Because you're not talking truth.
Yes, something, and Ravel was in the team. Ravel was in the team. The man, the situation happened when he have to change club at DC United. The player get a club and can't get back in the team. Player of the year. Player of the year, brother. I know say the league is not all that. We not even say Ravel Finite, brother. If them put him in a 23, but this is a disrespect, bro.
Of course. Me pay my money go to Missouri. Me never go for watch Jamaica. Me go for watch Ravel. All of a sudden, Ravel in our team, brother. Me just walk around the whole stadium and watch the game whole time. Me never any bother sit down. Because Ravel me come to see I play the ball game.
Yeah, bro, people need to boycott the games them. People need to show up at the game them. Even if we have to buy some tickets for some people show up at the game, for the coach knows it. Yeah, we're not happy with what I do. We're not happy with what I do. This is disrespectful. And then he comes into the press conference and come take the whole Jamaica for idiot.
That's right. I mean, look, man, them like come in one vex. I say, who we don't respond for Ravel? Without a Ravel, on a World Cup. Remember me telling you that today.
And I agree, bro. If
no, Ravel, on a World Cup. Who all know I love football and talk about Jamaica football. It done if Ravel now go. I now get no game to play for Jamaica. It done. For Greenwood is nowhere near playing for Jamaica.
He's not.
So take you off on the mind.
Cap star that.
Take you off on the mind.
Yeah, bro. People, we need to boycott the games. People need to boycott the game. The game that's coming up against Guatemala. Anybody who's a Ravel supporter, I don't think you should be happy to buy a ticket if you go sit down in that and watch.
Who you go watch?
We are going to watch a play ball. Jamaica still a run down the wing. The Mari Gray come back from Saudi Arabia. Nyam up in Berger, them down there. Leon Bailey come off of the bench at Aston Villa. Mikel Antonio just hop out of the hospital. Isaac Hayden have no club. Amari Bell unattached. Greg Lee, 2 left foot.
I'm going to draw more fire. I'm going to burn more fire too. Because I tell you now, Shamar, Antonio, KC Palmer, bro, you don't need to stay on the yard. Damian Lowe, 4 stay on the yard. Me I tell you that no. Shamar, no bother look at your brother. Just get the call up and no bother come. Tell the coach a problem. Corey Burke, same thing. No bother come, brother. You not get the call up and no bother show up. Please. Brother, I'm not soon going to do for the national team. You not try get back on top farm. You not try get here on the club now. Because, brother, national team and a place to come right now.
Brother, demand them. What could Ravel do so bad where Alvas Powell, who literally fight Michael Hector and threaten him in the Reggae Boyz team? He's back in the 60-man squad. What coach need to tell me, brother, what Ravel do? Why him can't around Jamaica team?
When me hear you call it 60 yesterday, I miss no hear Ravel name, brother. Me hold on my head in my house and I said then, what sense of this now? What me I go watch? What this all about now? What me I go do? Because whoever create the passes, Fear Cephas look good. Fear Leon Bailey look good. Whoever creative for the young baller where come when name Brown, whoever create the ball and fi can kick shot. Whoever run back and forth, back down to beat and pin up, back up the field, back down, back up, back down, back up.
Yeah, we just a Damian Lowe them out there, run up and down and kick down people.
Damian Lowe, me say Damian Love stay in yard, big man. Head of state, respect to your brother, but just give it a break for now, especially in that call up here. You just stay on the club, dog. You just stay and enjoy the football, the club ball right now. We want to see some new faces in the team. But we can pick or decide, say, you know what, them get them 30 minutes.
King Expert, you say Ravel is an old man. Ravel is 32.
Yeah,
How
man.
old is Mikel Antonio will just come out of a car accident, brother?
All right. All the excuses when they want to find, brother. Now make them tell you, not try brainwash you and say, Ravel this. When Ravel I do for 15 minutes. So my baller they we have 19 for 90 minutes cannot do it. Oh, a 15 or 10 minutes of Ravel alone can change this ball game up front. Oh, me know what that man can do.
And the same thing we are go back out there with, you know, bro. And people, if we don't have a person who can open up the middle of the field, Jamaica is not qualifying for no World Cup. So
All right.
So everybody we are talking about World Cup and World Cup. World Cup. I must see FIFA now go play. Me I telling you, bro, this just kick ball down the wing and hope say CFA's running at the box and go get a penalty or the ball bounce off of him. You can't play football, so bro. You can't.
That's right.
You can't play football, so we don't have nobody. Casey Palmer. The man they make me feel like about Pickle. Casey Palmer.
Bro.
And everybody at this Ravel about 15 club and brother, Casey Palmer been to maybe 600 club. Every season, Casey Palmer they want. And
on. 1 year.
And he never finished a season healthy yet.
Bro, Casey Palmer stay yard, brother. You like me have go guys stay and go tell you, bro, and put up a car and make you see, brother. So you have to stay yard with your family, brother. Brother Casey Palmer, you don't cut it, brother. Me not see what them attack. Me talk to some people from England. And them say, yeah, he's a good talent, but he just don't stay on top. Me say, brother, me not see where he stay or him have talent to me. I don't see it. I don't see where the UK people
bro, everybody at England, every Jamaican at England, when me talk to in the diaspora, they cannot understand. Yo, to the other man, I say, JT, I told you that McLaren, he lost the screw. No, bro, nobody from England narrate McLaren coaching Jamaica. And this is why, bro, we're finding out the hard way why them not rate him. Come here, say, why the people them from England? I see a foolishness we do when bro, if Jamaica, yo, me no want you, cause you know, yo, the coach line we up, you know, belt buckle. The coach line we up, fi say, when Jamaica no got you all the first round of Gold Cup, he might line we up, fi say, he's here to qualify Jamaica for World Cup. Brother, me no want to hear that, dog. Me no want to hear that, brother.
And then
me no want to hear
that. World Cup team probably gonna be one whole different team and still no Ravel.
Brother, the Gold Cup might be with World Cup, so I better try do something tonight. The Gold Cup might be with World Cup. I come talk about him there for World Cup, and you can't do nothing.
Against Guatemala, Mexico, and then look at team there, brother. Bro, we need changes, brother. We can't go down the same road again this year again. Bro, we want to start bad already. 60-man squad and Alves Foyle and Corey Burt them back in a hit, brother. We don't show we want a mindset there. Slavery mentalities. We are still back down there. We are go back on the plantation. And that to not deal with. 2025 and we still go back.
Brother, call Tapper. Tapper is a man where you know say Tapper no really big friend for a player. And Tapper nah left Ravel. Because Tapper understand the importance of having a player like that in the middle of the park.
They interview Damian Lowe. I asked Damian Lowe, who is the skillest player you see in the national team you ever see? He said Ravel. Him say Ravel is on another level. Say that state said that. And I can go back for the interview. And I Damian Lewis said that.
Brother, the man need to
Damian
free
Lewis
up Ravel, bro.
respect.
Bro, something happened. Either it happened in England or him know something about Ravel, but he better him just come tell we, bro. But it's not
need to
looking good, brother.
We don't care if Ravel flopping a training, brother. We
No.
know what the game that this man can
But
do.
1 second. Ball pre TV. The coach be a boom flick him doing a press conference. From the
Me nah
coach
got no
come, Ketaraka asks him, everybody asks him, and the man now give you no answer for Ravel. And bro, me not on YouTube ask Ravel to start. Me, I was even upset that Ravel didn't play another game. They come and say, okay, the coach bring him in and he have to go work back him way in the team. But bro, not even at the 60-man squad. And we
You
are bring
understand, brother?
DeMario Philip them, Ricardo Thomas them, busy Atkinson them.
What do you name? McCallum?
Makala them.
Ravel Morrison.
Oh.
Ravel Morrison and tell me in a comment say Ravel no good like that. Eh? And I get a JPL baller when no good. Who no want in my midfield to give a goal like what they do here.
Brother, you say 10 baller where if stay home, a 24 baller then pick for a JPL. So me that say a 10 years if you stay home, 19 of them if you stay home. You're lucky if we get 5. Warner Brown, Richard King, the goalkeeper, and then after that, Dagniam Supper.
A 2 goalkeeper go where local.
Dagniam Supper. So a 19 player made a call if you get replacing at the squad. And seeing me not busy doing a talk about local baller, brother. Me and one of the person empire so we different local baller.
We love local baller. We are talking about.
Bro, come on, bro. Me talk about Ravel, bro.
Man, I'm twist up the thing, brother. We love local play. If you come and you get your chance and you perform, brother, you get your chance back in our national team.
Them say, and next thing them say no stats not there for Ravel. Brother, half of them JPL man then have no stats. No way. Half of them JPL man they, so you see that at them thing we are saying, bro, the coach are contradict. Them are contradict their own policy. If them are say Ravel, there is no stats, and the coach cannot tell me say watch the whole of them JPL player they play.
You mad? We more than watch them. We must still watch them.
Man, them about quality, bro. Them local ballers, they can't do it, brother. And if you don't want to bring the whole of them, but at least one of them, Ravel could have been at the 60-man squad for at least one of them.
Have to. Maggie, where you go, Maggie? Maggie, where you go, Bridget? We call for and give you a chance.
Okay. So Azari, so Ravel Morris's stats, 11 goals and 9 assists. And coaches player of the year. That is your statistic.
What more you want?
I don't know what statistics you want. 11 goals, 9 assists.
He must go then. He must go EPL then before he can get called back up in our national team then.
Almost 20 goals contribution. I want you to tell me which other player in the team 10 goals. Oh, see, Isagi even better there. 10 goals, 11 assists.
11 assists.
So a 21 goal contribution. Nobody in the entire team that's in any league has that kind of statistic. Other than maybe a Warner Brown score. Other than Warner Brown score 20 goals. That's it, bro. The man them make it look like, bro, Ravel was in the team. We're not calling. And I like we go up on the internet, go pick out one baller we don't know and say, complain. Nobody in the on YouTube I say, you see me I say, and I say, start Ravel, coach. But the man feel at least they're on the team, bro. You understand, brother? If we not gonna have Ravel for the future, have him run the team and teach you them say, yo, I saw him play the ball game, brother. Always look out in the eye, look for turn, use both foot. We need Ravel round the midfielder there. We have in our team, brother. Even if we not gonna start Ravel have to come off the bench or something, brother. And me think say Ravel, and you know I'm gonna give Ravel him respect for. It's when Ravel wasn't playing football, Buckle Boss. The man I work out. He must stay in shape. He must play tennis. He must be a personal trainer. Because we are keep
Training.
up. So him keep up in football shape. Him start off the season slow. But me tell you, when me see him score that goal, they coming off the left wing, the right wing, me say, okay, Ravel is back in football shape.
Yeah, man. I will Peter Cargill as a man, say, brother. We're not going without Ravel. Brother coach, you better fake and take out a man and put him back in high 60. Do it now. Make a phone call now. Maggie, brother, you not need it. That's not to do, brother.
I mean, it's me as a man, people. Maggie shame me like dog. Me as a man, we sit down for
me, brother.
Maggie shame me like dog. Me the on YouTube a call for Maggie. And Maggie the on feel I pick up Bugo out time nose.
Man have no interest.
Yeah, him just, like, and the man and myself, brother, at the 60-man squad, we are talking of people. We're saying Ravel Morrison cannot make Jamaica 60-man squad. Just listen to how that sound.
We're not saying 23.
We're not even saying 23.
Yo, 60-man squad. Imagine. If you can't make a 60-man squad, what does that tell you, sir?
That's sending a crazy message like, Ravel, F off. We don't want to have nothing to do with you. Jamaica don't want to have nothing to do with you. Coach McLaren don't need to know. You know what Coach McLaren don't know? Jamaican people love the underdog. The Jamaican people love them kind of people that where them feel like people are fight them. May I tell you, that was the same thing with Tuffy Anderson. The same thing with Walter Boy. The same thing with Flu Boy they from Jeremy and Hugh from Harborview. Bro, this is it all over again. Ravel Morrissey is the Jeremy Hugh situation all over again. And so when them finally call up Jeremy and Hugh and the youth named Morrissey in the middle, Jamaica start clot up everything. Tapa change the team the next round.
See,
Jeremy and Hugh go take one bad injection. When he go down a one place, much I think I down a Costa Rica, them give him one bad injection, him fail the drug test, career done. Jamaica, no more creative midfielder again. Me I tell you, bro, it's like it's the same Jeremy and you situation. And them
the same thing it I got to.
The same thing it I got to, and the people them now see me see that show already. And I said this, Belt Bucker boss to somebody in Nigeria. I said, you see this Ravel Morrissey thing wanna play with, wanna take it simple. But wanna really divide up the fans them.
You understand? Bro, just like as you said, Tuffy, Jeremy and you, the man them hungry and want to play, and don't have the man them far from the team, and when they get them chance, they prove it. All of a sudden, boom, we don't hear nothing more. So I see them thing when I plan for the Ravel, where the man we are going to save the team. Every time I play for save Jamaica team, Jeremy and you, Tuffy, on hold them back. On not call them, or not play them. I know on not call Ravel, none at all. None at all, not call the man we are going to save with.
Bro,
me don't know what else to do. Me don't have no interest.
Corey Burke, them a play football. Corey Burke, them a play football still.
Brother, what do you see, man? I do an interview down at Jamaica, brother. Like, man, relax because of some family issue. So all of a sudden, this man get back call again. Corey Burke, your days are done, brother. Respect, you're a big baller, but brother, your days done. Go make your money a club, brother. Left Jamaica football alone. Your days done, brother. We don't see nothing without you again. It's it.
And it come like the people them around the team not even tell the coach, say, bro, Alvas Powell them now go down well with the fun. So you say, Random Fitness, so Corey Burke them gone back at USL. I will say, you gone back, I could go for him. Corey Burke will just score a brilliant header for the United States against Jamaica. I could go for him down at USL.
So, I can't league next ball, I them go down the far.
Yes. Make we just call up. Make we not just call up the whole of Butler player them from Veer then. Go for Mackenzie and them youth. Then make we call up Robino Garden them and the whole of them youth there, bro. Just make we just use the Veer site. Make we just borrow Craig Butler Veer team and make them play for Jamaica, dog. Cause it look like a desert thing I go, bro.
Yo, bro, me confused, brother. Me no know. Me not see nothing happen with the team, brother. Because if them are agree, he'll come back and perform. He must go get dropped. And then who know I go for? I make sure say when them call the youth them like Tyreek Campbell. Make sure you start the youth them and play them. We want to see them. We want to call up all of them your youth you know. And play them. And there's the problem and war go start with me again. You know, go call up the whole of them body people here. And you go back go use Lati, but Lati them again. When we want to see new players in our midfield, we want to see players that get them 30 minutes. We don't have 5 and 10 minutes, Bridget. When you cannot give players chance and not give them 3, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Brother, nothing less than 30 minutes for every single player where you call up. If a second half, we're not going to play them. Nothing less than 30 minutes. We need to see where they're made of. 5 and 10 minutes cannot tell if these guys are good enough to be in the World Cup team.
I mean, your leader said something on the next show last night. Say, I want a different team. I go a Unity Cup. So what is things? What we are go a Unity Cup with a different team? If the man them way I go the Unity Cup can't make the Gold Cup team. So it's like, bro, nothing is making sense, brother. Nothing is making sense, bro.
I guess it just nothing makes sense that you come like that. Them I try to tell we.
The man them take with the idiot, dog. The man them take with the idiot. Them have Macy Greenwood out there scam we. I know.
Hutchinson. What you say Hutchinson catching hat?
He catching hat. I'm boss Valiant, man. I'm boss. Omar Hutchinson, a Valiant manager, man. Catch it. I know Omar. I know we have Macy Greenwood and him agent cook up the English pot and try to use Jamaica.
Me don't hear nothing about Nelson say look like so that was a sham.
Nelson them can Nelson them. I'm not sorry for Nelson them, you know, man. Nelson them are gonna rub bench till then dead, you know. Big up yourself, Christian. Big up yourself. Nelson them are gonna rub bench till then dead or then left England. What's the thing say people?
You hear me? I say coach.
Right in the Arsenal jersey.
Coach, me say any player call up Tyreek Campbell and them boy and Motherwell. Me no want to see no man I get no 5 or 10 minutes. Me I telling you, brother.
Yeah, make we see them Tyrese Campbell you there because bro, I'm not sold on Tyrese Campbell. I don't think Tyrese Campbell is ready.
He will score a goal. We score a goal, man. Just give him a chance. But we have to go have a Ravel to give him the football because you call him and he not get no ball. He might look like an average player again.
I see if Asima come start over.
It's possible. It can't happen, man.
So I see if Asima come play over.
Yo, we're gonna see, you know, but we're gonna see him good enough. But we have to have a midfield again. Because me I tell you, all the best players in the world can come play for Jamaica. But if we don't have a midfield, them look like an average player.
We don't have nobody to give them the ball, bro. We don't have nobody to give them the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't have anybody to give them the ball. So we bring in, we told me see all this. I said, Kaim Dixon, them are gonna get dropped, you know, bro. Kaim Dixon will get dropped.
Yeah, well, you know me, I die-hard Dixon, man, but Dixon, you have to just wait out a little bit, brother. We want to see other players right now.
Yeah.
In the line to the future, but we have to look at different players.
Yeah. Wayne, you have something to say, Wayne?
Yeah, man. Blessed afternoon, Star, to you and your listeners.
All right, bless you.
Yeah, man. We're driving, so I hope you can hear me.
We're hearing you clearly.
Yeah, man, because me hear YouTube light up about this provisional squad. Remember, it's just a provisional squad, you know. You understand? And what happened is that I think if they bring 23 or even 26 and a person can take it, they want to know that they have persons they can readily...
Wait, let me ask you a question. When a man build a house, right? And the foundation lean.
Yes, sir.
You build a house and the foundation lean. You gotta just say, this is foundation, man. I just say foundation. When you reach, we put on all the roof they all night window.
So you are saying you can't find 26 solid man out of this team?
You can, but you it's the pieces. It's the pieces. Me can't come give you. Me can't come tell us me have a car for you know. And me give you 3 wheel. Me give you all the steering now where you want 20 steering, but I bet you can't drive that car there.
I don't understand. How many games McLaren played so far?
Not sure, but me don't say over 10.
About 10 or 12
Yes.
games.
Yeah.
About 10 or 12 games. And don't you think he's putting his pieces together and building his style? That might be different from
bro, this
JP's
is
style.
Hallgrim's
That might
team.
be different from
No, this is Hallgrim's team in my finger with Wayne.
all 60 men are Grimson men.
No, not the 24 JPL and the 5 new English one them.
So I'm saying, so it's not 24 and 5 Englishmen. So half of the team are new people.
So new JPL players?
Well, whether JPL, whether it want to be United Emirates second league like Ravelina, there are new players that the coach is going to look at. You understand? I don't know why we are so big on Ravel. Ravel came 2022 and he could hardly run from the field. And now he's at 32. What do you expect him to do? If he couldn't run 4 or 5 years ago, tell me what you expect him to do, JT. Him couldn't run, him couldn't tackle.
Ravel is not. Deal with that one, Dave
Him couldn't
Mackenzie.
shoot. Wait, no,
Brother.
him couldn't run, him couldn't tackle, him couldn't shoot, him have little touch. What do you expect him to do now that in the second division? Tell me, at 32.
Brother.
Yeah, tell
Ravel
me.
must be in the team to create passes. I see him thing gonna use against Jeremy and you. Him not run, him not tackle. But guess what? When he make it two ball, listen, when he make it pass to Dean Richardson, you didn't even know them ball are there. When he make the ball 2 days now, and Dean Richardson
Down the right hand side, down the flags where Dean Richard run with
we
it.
don't talk, brother. We don't talk. A ball a creative player me I deal with.
Nobody can compare me and you in the Jamaican team and Ravel Morris in Jamaica.
No. We are talking about weird. No weird. Jesus Christ, Wayne. Oh God, Wayne, man. You're biased, brother.
And gigs them man. When Ravel come in at the Jamaican team, what Ravel did? What?
Oh my
like a truck. Him works and Watson. Understand? We need ballers who are committed. We need ballers who are put. You understand? We already have 4 attacking players who now put the tackle. We need one more. You know, realize the Jamaican team is not about, it's not lack of creativity, it's about the attacking third or not pressuring the offense and not pressure from early. That's the main problem. Not tackle, baby, not tackle, come right, great, not tackle.
So who them in the team? How them in the team? You say Ravel now run. So who them the man in the team? You say Ravel now run.
Because them men here play a higher league than him and play more consistent than him. Remember, he was out
Really the on the bench, you know, Wayne.
Wait, no. Why Ravel was out our team for a good period of time?
The reason why Ravel was out at BC United, they didn't want to use up the international slot on Ravel Morris.
Yeah.
And Wayne Rooney was under pressure. And him have to cut him losses with Ravel.
Wonderful, and he was under pressure because the same Ravel Morris who we
It wasn't because of Ravel Morris why Wayne Rooney did under pressure. Wayne, come on, man.
Listen, he brought Ravel to Derby and he lost his job. He brought Ravel to DC and he lost his job. What's the come on? And beat the nominate. Then a room. Don't ball out by chance. Played 11 matches for Jamaica is bragging about Ravel, like pushing up next week when we try. You should have find a baller then to go in a midfield.
Yeah, but Wayne, that is the problem. Wayne, but that's the problem, you know, Wayne. And when we look around, we know. Wayne, what I'm saying is that's the problem. When we look around, we don't see the baller if we replace Ravel.
No.
So if you can tell we a baller, we work with the baller where you tell we today. We work with any baller you tell we win today. We can replace Ravel, we work with him. So tell me the baller.
You're not doing the research enough then. Listen now, I am not a guru here and I'm not doing the research. As I hear something there we call him. JD is a man who was scout and I do some research. So I apply JD. So I go take in JD program and see if we can find two balls.
Yeah, man, find two ball over JD and make we know.
End of the day, JT, we are here. We should be researching and look out for the ballers. We cannot go backward. Not because Albas Powell still up in a competitive league. You understand? Albas Powell still have the edge. So all now cost Albas and I bring up one done baller. We done more than Albas. We can even make a bush league.
And the next time you forward back, you better carry back some baller for over JD. We better than Ravel.
Yeah, man. Try find some baller.
Yeah, man.
But better will look. Listen, man. But I will look forward, man. We cannot look forward.
There is no other baller out there that does what Ravel do.
Yeah, but Ravel can't do what Ravel used to do. Nah, get that.
What do you mean? You know watch Ravel play this season?
Oh, Ravel now play against somebody. You not get it.
Jesus Christ.
So
Tariq Maggie will play for your club, will get relegated in a Jamaica in the 60-man squad. And he's unattached right now. No, actually, wait, let me correct that. Tariq Maggie is in tier 2 in Jamaica.
Tariq Maggie contract up at the end of the JPL season. So Tariq Maggie contract up, and that was the agreement from day one. So Tariq is now searching for our club. So
okay.
So all I'm saying is, yeah, I'm not here to defend Tariq Maggie, but what happened? When you not get the structure of the thing, you know, Tariq Maggie just represented Jamaica, so of course his name will be there. When you get that in our skull, no? The people, they want to know that if something happens in the World Cup and they have to call a baller, no, the baller will appear. Ravel Morrison is indisciplined. Ravel Morrison, although they call him the other day and appear, Ravel Morrison might not appear. You don't forget that in on the head.
But you have any evidence of Ravel doing any indisciplined behavior in the Jamaican setup?
Wonderful. You ask a question. Let me give a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
When during COVID, when Ravel first came here on that flight during COVID at Norman Manley Airport, every player had to mask up from off the plane straight to custom. When Ravel was the only player who reached custom when I have a mask and a skin in.
Elephant Man come back to Jamaica for two. Elephant Man was also held up in the airport in Jamaica by the police for not having on a mask or doing COVID check when he came back off tour in Germany, in Europe.
This is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to show you about how Ravel in discipline. Every
discipline, brother, we're not to do that.
No, we're not gonna buy that.
Following the regulations.
Albas Powell is in the 60-man squad, Wayne, who threatened a player, who fought a player. He fought a player in teammate.
Albas Powell is still playing in the MLS, and he's playing in a very good club. A very good club. He's not playing in one of the bottom half of the club. He's not playing at the top half of the league. Albas deserves. At that time, you know, where I use emotion and judge the ball game. How can emotion
actually, bro, we are use the opposite. We are being realistic. That when we look around, and let me tell you this, Wayne. Let me tell you this. Any player, where them are going to give you over JD, everybody over here has to know them already. So we are going to wait for you, because you're not going to find none, brother. You're not going to find a player who does what Ravel does, bro. You're not.
Romario Phillips right now 10 times better than Ravel. Wait.
Yes, yeah. You said Demario Phillips. You said Demario Phillips. You said
Atkinson 10 times better than Ravel. We never need to go further because Ravel cannot move on the field. I get that. We not say Ravel is worse than academic than within cup. You might watch what two big cup them on the team. I know how much years I found expect Ravel to do something. Yeah? You see, man, don't rule
Wayne. How we gonna take you serious? Even the people them in the comment, Wayne, you said DeMario Phillips.
This about the comment, brother. Me not listen about the comment. All I just I use emotions. I use emotion. Me not look at everything about emotion. Me watch the ball game. And when they watch the ball game, me not watch along. But they just I try comment and I try follow. Me not try follow. Me watch Ravel with my own eyes. Ravel cannot play no competitive ball game. And I 100% know that. Ravel will never see no first league in no country. Not even India. Ravel can go like where the little beach out PS2 from Antigua come from. Where name again? Well, everybody know him. Commentator, the comment section they know him. Fletcher. I come from.
Fletcher. To you, Fletcher better than Ravel.
Yes, sir. Every baller.
Yeah, trolling. We know, Wayne. Wayne, you're trolling. We know.
That brother, I joke, brother. Troll is man a troll, brother. Me not take this
Brother,
man
me not troll, bro. Ravel was in the national setup, walking, turning, and losing the ball, and can't get back. What you know what Ravel for do now? Yeah, Ravel, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know what Ravel
A rude boy. Yeah, a rude boy, your cousin, though. Yeah, a rude boy, your cousin, man.
Brother, me don't know who near rude boy. I'm not follow people. I follow myself. I want to watch Ravel, and I see that Ravel is not good.
Wayne.
Again.
All right, Wayne. Before me bring in Sean Blake, Wayne, let me just say this to you. Wayne, this is where I'm coming from. When we look around, as me say, it's like, for example, you build a certain kind of structure in your community. And you go through some kind of engineering problem. You might have an engineer where a few people in Jamaica can do the job. He might be old, he might not be up to the new technology. But you have to go for him to come do that job there, to get the project moving. And that's how I look at Ravel.
We at JT, me understand everything that they're saying, JT. Me no lack understanding. You talk like what Judge come in and do. Like what Grant came in and did. He was old, not at the highest level, but he come and he maintained midfield for us. And he was one of the best in a long time. That's Grant. You remember Grant?
Mm.
That's the same example you are using with Ravel. But I'm saying he's not that guy. He wasn't that guy when he came, and he's still not that guy. He show a few little touches, we don't want to be biased. He show a few little touches.
Oh my God. What happened? Now?
Need no workout, so I'm saying let us move on.
Oh God, I'm calling. Gaffy, what am I?
That's all they say about Jeremy and you want to tough them.
And I'm saying stop compare Jeremy and you want toughy with Ravel. Mavison, Jeremy and you want toughy. Come and them try. Ravel not try.
Come on, man. Bring in Sean Blake. Wayne, stay up on the call, you know. Stay where you're there, you know. Sean Blake, go ahead, Sean Blake.
Man.
Hey, you know, whenever I have nothing to say, really, I just did a car, but I didn't want to knock Wayne off of the line.
You did want to what?
I was only calling because I didn't want to knock Wayne off of the line. Hopefully, when my call come in, I think it is going to knock Wayne off of the line. I never have nothing to say.
Jesus Christ. Wayne, you hear that, Wayne?
Them brother, yeah.
Wayne, you hear that?
The man don't want to wait for the line, brother.
JT.
You hear what Sean Blake said?
Nobody criticizes JT. I'm not scared of criticism. I watch the games and I know what I know.
But Wayne, who can you say? Wayne, we have 223 people listening to you right now from all around the world. Yeah. And you can sit here and say that DeMario Phillips is better than Ravel Morrison.
Yo, at that time, I called on the bridge. Hold on.
JFF selector thought that. That's why he's in the East.
Listen, I mean, I know everybody.
Nothing logical, nothing no call. Not even local. Not even think local. There is all these ballers selected. Why were they selected and Ravel weren't selected?
That's why we're saying Wayne, that's why we're saying that something is not wrong. That's why we're saying
you guys can be wrong. You can be wrong. I'm not getting it on the skull, so is wrong.
I don't see nobody better than Ravel to play midfield for Jamaica right now. Until you can find that player who is way better than Ravel, then we can't talk.
Brother, everybody way nice side better than Ravel. Casey Palmer better than Ravel. Him can't turn. Him can't tackle. Him can't pass.
JT. On a different level, still, at that McCarthy for top. Brother, we need to stop that too, brother.
Stop
better
what?
than this and call out them man upon this and that. We will stop that, brother. Because at the end of the day, once the man them come on the team, brother, and the man them a play, they might play such game and they might play good. Would they ready for jump on bandwagon, brother? We will stop that, brother.
Which player them this more specific, brother? Because we not gonna stop that, you know. Garfield, we not stop that till Ravel back in the team. So who we are talking?
We need to stop that, hombre. We cannot, brother. The whole of the man in my baller, brother. We stop that narrative and say this man better and this man a garbage.
All right, you see them thing, you know, Garfield, the last show you come on.
I hear that, brother.
Garfield, the last show you come on. The people, Garfield, you are my bridging. Garfield, wait, Garfield, wait, Garfield, you are my bridging. The last time you come on the show, the people them beat you because you say you can coach this side better than McLaren.
But the thing is, brother, we have to stop the negative narrative, brother, about them, brother.
Deal with everybody show.
You see me?
Hey,
If I understand, say, the man them come, brother, and the man them do a certain thing, ball and do a certain ball game. Every man I go be upon them P's and Q's man every night, brother. Sometimes certain man come in and them not do them thing.
Garfield, me don't want to hear all your press conference. Me don't want to hear your press conference when Jamaica lose. What you that tell we say? Cause you that tell we say just low man them man, the man them play good out there and we lose, we get 5 and I saw it go. Them have a bad night. We don't want to hear them thing, the brother. Years we are watch Jamaica for me at 7. The thing, brother, we have a chance to get it right now, Garfield. That's all we're saying. We didn't ask for Ravel to be in the 23-man squad. We're saying if it's a disrespect to a player who just got coaches player of the year and 21 goal contribution and you can't even make the 60-man squad. I feel that's disrespectful, bro.
JT, look,
go ahead.
I mean, I think we are complicating the argument. Seeing, somebody phone ringing in the background, probably yours. Listen, to say Ravel is better than, to say player A is better than player B is one thing, and that's kind of up for debate. Although I kind of hear we and say something where when him call the name and say that player that better than Ravel, at that time I call and say, yo, what my call knock him off, because this man is, I mean, his analytical skills is off. But even if it's say one player, even if it's say player A is better than player B, okay, fine. Nobody can tell me that Ravel Morrison is not good enough to make a 60-man Jamaica squad.
Amen.
If you tell me Ravel Morrison is not good enough to make a 60-man Jamaica squad, I am not going to argue with you. I'm not going to debate with you, because it's going to be as if I'm reasoning with a mad person. It makes no sense. It's obvious. And, well, I'm not going to say it's obvious. It seems to me that the coach might have some personal issues with Ravel Morrison, because there's no way a coach, a qualified coach, a coach with experience, a coach with the background that he has, is going to be of the opinion that Ravel, under the current circumstances, is not good enough to make a 60-man Jamaica squad. There is no way, Bridget. I don't care how you slice it. There's no way.
I'm not.
Another thing, but listen. One more thing. Every coach will come in at Jamaica saying them have them strengths, them have them weaknesses. I have yet to identify this coach's strength.
Thank you. I said that when the show started. I've yet to see what he has done yet.
I don't see where he's trying to take the team as far as playing style is concerned. I don't see. I just don't see it. I think it would have been better if Jamaica did give a young, hungry coach a chance.
Miguel Coley them. Miguel Coley.
It better if we just give Miguel Coley a break. But listen, I'm not gonna lie, Bridget. I kind of stopped follow the football thing for a while. I mean, I haven't called in on any show. I haven't been paying you guys no attention. I'm gonna stop follow the football thing, Bridget.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing over and over again. I've seen this show before.
I see the movie. I see the movie already.
Before.
See the movie already, brother. And it don't end well. It don't end well.
It does not end well, Reggie.
It don't end well. Jamaica, the star in the movie, dead early.
The man then dead in the show, Reggie.
It don't end well, bro. It don't end well. Same way when Tapa did give himself trouble because some man and personal issues, and it don't end well.
Listen, Jamaica want two things in order to make the World Cup. Two types of player. Jamaica need a defensive midfielder. Whether we say we don't play with that style of football in the world anymore, Jamaica needs a stadium, and Jamaica needs an attacking player.
Midfield player.
And attacking.
If you say McLaren too old, if you say McLaren dementia maybe in too old for job for work.
Listen, let me tell you the first problem that I have with McLaren, the first problem that I identified, and this might be not answering the question that you are referring to, but the first problem with McLaren is a conflict of interest. The man is an English coach who I feel like him aggressively recruiting players from outer England is not going to sit well when he leaves Jamaica and has to go back to England.
Yeah, so him go for some League One player and some player extra city and same place they will not affect England.
Exactly. I feel like it's a conflict of interest, Bridget. But just now buy into this. Yo, boss, I have bought into every coach that has ever coached the Jamaica team until a time for me free them and say, yo, that coach out Lego from Boya. I bought into Tapa. I made it say it's the coach when it was time for Tapa to go. But prior to that, I bought into Tapa.
Let me ask you that scenario, Sean Blake. Let me ask you that scenario before I bring in everybody else. Let's say McLaren loses to Guatemala in Jamaica, win the second leg against the Cup Soup side. Then we go a Gold Cup and drop out first round. You know, Fisa need to get fired.
Yo, he need so. Captain Burrell had a stat. I don't know if at one time him do it or if him do it more than one time. Burrell fire coaches on the plane.
Yeah, man.
And I have heard Speed say, we can't really function them way there anymore because, you know, it's not a dictatorship. We've never said dictatorship, but it has to go through the process.
You know where that be a good place we fire McLaren, who the fire him on the plane? We fire him on Zoom. On a Zoom call him to get fired.
Yo, Reggie, I see that movie already. We are going to be in the World Cup qualifier with maybe 4 or 5 games to go where we need to win every single one.
The calculator go start come out now, but the man they need to lose and he need to draw. That go happen.
And that is when McLaren is gonna go. Either we are gonna let him go or him are gonna let me go.
And at that time, you see, you know what him gonna do? Him gonna go for Ravel Morrison. At that time, him gonna go for Ravel Morrison if he try to keep down the crowd. People, as me say, if we have to take up donation for tickets, we need to get some people in the stadium to make the coach know what go on.
Know what time it is. Yeah? Vacation over.
We understand. Say listen, people need to understand this. See, Jamaican people, we are come out of slavery. And we have a thing where we will work with you in our partnership. But if we feel like you're coming and you are dictate and we not say it go down the way where we are say slavery this again, we're gonna get rid of you, bro. We have to go Paul Bogle you. We have to go Paul Bogle you or Sam Sharp or one of them people. I don't even know the hero them again, but we have to go do that. We have to go Marant be a rebellion on you. If you don't get it right, Jamaican people, you have to work in a partnership. That's how Rene Simoes got the country together. Jesus save.
Yes, sir.
Him get the Jamaican people to buy into the idea and we move together as a unit to the World Cup. I believe that this coach think he can come in with his knowledge and we just fall in line Because Jamaican people, we don't have sense, we don't have no exercise book we are Jamaica. A hardcover book them I use in England and computer. Most that him I deal with.
Hello.
Yeah, got you, fisherman.
JT, good afternoon, my boss. Good afternoon.
Big up.
Right, the discussion is fire. I'm laughing. Well, listen. Robert Morrison is saving of Jamaican football. My God. Give me that tree, don't get out of a far place. Oh, God. I Jamaican football, that's something.
Yeah, man, a joke thing you're pan in a fisherman.
Anyway, JT, where be at? When Sibu was in there, you know, it was not better rose, you know. When we are qualified for World Cup still, you know, it was not better rose. But I tell you, we did things that we never do go. So, I don't know, better rose. We did have problems same way.
But the unity was there amongst the fans and the team.
First, that when we realize, enough people start unite when they realize, why it look like we can't get a World Cup, you know. Then some people jump on and start say yes when they see the light at the end of the tunnel. It never did smooth sailing when it started out. But anyway, that we lose a lot of matches. Both practice, we lose whole heap of matches when we go play. We hardly used to win a match when we go away. So we did go through whole heap of problems. But at the end of the and so me end up come after the amount of money I couldn't get. Me just love it. But when I say, the man call up a 60-man squad. A 60-man squad where them are going to pick from when they figure Gold Cup or them are involved for the World Cup captain. But what I'm saying, the 60-man will call up. We all know the most of the players they went in the squad. They're going to get called for the 20 players. I want that. You have 7 new players that come in at the team.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Brother, because we go check on the 7 new players and the 7 of them can barely make 1.
Then you know, come but me know you discuss it.
No, we discuss it. All right, so let me just give you a quick rundown. Dimitri, he is coming off a knee injury, right? Haven't played any football since March. The next youth, he's at Albion. He's a striker. Started off very slow, nothing special. That a Roman Borrell. Louis Baker papers tie up in a peacock for a while. Mothersill just a get him citizenship. Who is the next one? In Tyrese Campbell, just like 18-year-old youth, they at Charlton Athletic. To me, nothing special. A normal player coming in. And it's not that he can't help Jamaica. I don't believe that's where our needs are. Because
the guy when he in Tyrese Campbell, immediately talk about.
No. We are talking about Tyrese Campbell, Sheffield United, the striker.
Oh, another one there that talk about. But at the end of the day, you know, they say the coach must go out and seek some more English-based players. And him go out and him seek 7 when he can get, because I think when he can get him a bring coming up. And away him can get them. And he now can them coming up. And who willing to come? Because you cannot bring somebody when you're willing to come. And some man will come and talk about some players where.
Brother, where the coach I do fisherman, come like me send somebody a go shop, go buy a stoppage and they bring back Sky Juice, come give me my money.
So JT, what else you want the coach? What the coach must do?
No, did you think that this was the level of recruiting the coach should have go give you when he come in? Be honest.
No, but JT, what I'm saying to you, you believe the players out there who want to come and the coach don't want to bring them complete?
No, I just believe that, bro, the coach is not, and I'm not one of them people that will believe if we go find 30 more man to come out to the squad, you know, bro. I believe that the team, the coach just need to find the missing pieces.
Yeah, but JT, when the coach go out and look player, you know, him are the coach, you know, and him look the player to fit in a way he want, you know. Is that we, the spectator, you know, him go here and him go look the players where him feel say him want and where him can get. Now, there is Mason Greenwood where we have for what we kill fill up where them say, I come play for Jamaica.
And every day, people come on and talk about Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, for I go about now, must be 2 years now or more. And all now, them say Mason Greenwood mad if he sign a paper. The coach cannot make Mason Greenwood mother sign the paper. And me no feel say on Mason Greenwood mother to sign a paper. If Mason Greenwood did want to come already, he would have come.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But Fisherman, the team that McLaren has right now is not his team still. If you look on it, the only player out there when put out there is Isaac Hayden. Everybody else was under Hal Grimson.
No, but you say it's not his team. So you didn't want him. Why you didn't want him?
No.
Have some the play at them.
No. But Fisherman, you have a company where you believe that the potential can be the ceiling high up on the company. You're bringing a new CEO. Do you expect him to just bring in a new janitor to clean the building, or you believe him to bring in another? Bringing employees who are going to take the company to another level. And that we are talking about.
Yeah. When you're bringing company, you're talking about a company where you can go out and seek and get the best. Jamaica, you can't go get the best over any country where I'm there, you know. You can go in another country and go get the best, you know. To come running company, you know, and do what they want to do, you know. Jamaica, you have to a citizen of Jamaica to represent Jamaica.
All right, Fisherman. What? Me go call back everybody for a call. The coach just speak over JFF Live. We go play it so everybody can hear. Me just ringing the back here. So we can hear what the coach has say. People, me hear what the coach has talk about. All right. Them same just come talk about a foolishness. So me can hear what I say again over JFF Live. Me can hear what the coach has say. All right, good year, what must say.
Games to qualify, and we're used to it. But it is strange. Will be strange playing Guatemala in the World Cup qualifier, and then what? 6 days later, playing them again in the Gold Cup. But there'll be two completely different venues, two completely different games, and although the World Cup qualifier is very important to us. The Gold Cup will be the first game. Will be just as important.
Thank you, Coach. Jordan Arnold is next. John, go ahead.
Oh,
Hi, Coach John Arnold. Thanks for taking some time. Two quick ones. Wanted to ask about just precisely what you're mentioning, balancing the World Cup qualification with the Gold Cup. Is the plan to kind of have the roster together and keep everyone together and get that time with the squad? And then an individual case, the provisional comes out yesterday. Michael Antonio's on there. How feasible is it that he might have recovered already from his injuries suffered in that horrible incident and be with you guys this summer?
Yeah, it's unbelievable and shows the mentality of Mikel that he has an accident in which he was lucky to survive. I've kept in touch since, and I couldn't believe it. I think February, March time, I was speaking to him, and he said, pencil me in for the Unity Cup, which we've got next week in the UK. And he said, definitely pencil me in there for the World Cup qualifiers in the Gold Cup. I said, you got to be joking. But I spoke to him last week, and I think he's hoping to be on the bench for West Ham's last game, which will really be an unbelievably emotional day for Mikel. Hope he makes that, and hope he gets fit. We want him with us, not just as playing potential.
Yeah, it's I mean even did know say press conference are going. Can come from work late, set up the stream, and I didn't know say today them have them press conference. But me catch him, man. We catch him. We want to catch him, man. I say nothing.
Also, as a leader of the team, he's so vital. That's what we've missed that in the game since. That's so apparent. People will have to step forward, but Mikel, we're hoping, can take some part in the World Cup qualifiers. Gold
and
Cup
here where the coach said, the coach says Mikel Antonio says to pencil him in. So Mikel Antonio basically picked himself, right? Mikel Antonio just pick himself. Him tell the coach, call the coach and say pencil him in. So I guess this is how it works. I just hop out a major car accident. You just call McLaren and say, listen, coach, I just had a slight concussion, lost a few teeth, and cognitive stability. But pencil me in. I'll be there. And Coach McLaren is like, hey, I'll talk to you next week and pencil you in. That's what he did.
Great, thank you, John. Orlando Castellán Arellano, go ahead.
Gracias. Profesor, ¿qué tan complicado va a ser esta Copa Oro para Jamaica?
Spanish man,
¿Y cómo ve su grupo? Si lo ve fácil para pasar a la siguiente ronda.
So we're going to translate that now. When I come a press conference and can talk English.
So the question, Coach, is the evaluation of your group, your opponents, and how easy or tough might it be for Jamaica to get through the group and into the next round?
Kind of just said it's been a wonderful experience competing in CONCACAF. And one thing I have learned: there is no easy game in football, no easy game in the Caribbean. They're all very tough. St. Vincent gave us very difficult games in both of them. So whoever we play, it's going to be very tough, and especially in this tournament because it's the best teams in three regions coming together in the US, and the teams have deserved to be here. And you've got to respect the likes of Guatemala.
Where's the unstoppable penciling big dealing? Yeah, people just people. I guess that's how you get into the Jamaican squad. Just say pencil him in. Just call the coach and say, coach, pencil you in. Listen, people hit the like button on the video. People, we're listening to Capstar Coach McLaren. We listen to the Capstar. Coach McLaren. Capstar McLaren, we are listening to car right now. Look like we're going to go Ferrari or Aston Martin. We're going to go Ferrari, Aston Martin, because he's not even moving he's moving like a Tesla right now. I move like Elon Musk. He's not moving like a McLaren. He's moving like the Model Y. I move like the Tesla Model Y. I'm just not following this guy. I'm not buying away myself.
In terms of who they beat to get through Guyana, Panama beating Costa Rica, who are a good team, and Guadeloupe beating Nicaragua, who also gave us a very tough game. Wasn't easy. So, yeah, one game at a time. First game's important. You got to get points on the board. But it's a tough group. And when I look at the 16 teams competing in the 4 groups, not one of them was easy. But, you have to play who you have to play. We respect the opponents, but we have to play to our strengths.
Okay, commercial break on YouTube.
Great. Samuel McCollin, you're up next. Samuel McCollin.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Coach. Samuel.
Good morning.
From Bitácora Deportiva and RPC Radio in Panama. First question, what are your considerations regarding Panama as a national team? And the second point, how do you feel so far with the process that you are in charge in Jamaica and the commitment of all the eligible players in this process?
So no Jamaican journalist is not in the press conference? No Jamaican journalist. Come see Simon drop that in the press group. I thought it was for when the squad drop. But we got did it when the squad drop, I think the squad have got drop Thursday. So Coach McLaren, people, anyone on that, just message me if you don't know what time the press conference and I miss it. Anyway, me there, me need for another press conference there. Because I don't see nobody ask at this coach. No question. This coach is just having ice cream on a Sunday. It's easy work.
Thank you.
Yeah, great respect for Panama. When I first joined, we had to play the US in the Nation League's quarterfinals, semi-finals, and we watched them play against Panama twice. I think it was Panama should have won the games. They played really well, Very impressed. Possession based. Keep the ball very well. Create good system. Good principles.
No. Me understand. I understand that is a. Me I see the logo and thing, and me hear the people them is a part made available. But I guess no one went there. Yeah. And sometimes the CONCACAF press conference, you can get in there, and them not choose you. Because after I stick up Leon Bailey, remember it was a CONCACAF press conference I went into, and I said, Leon Bailey, why are you hell bent on not passing the ball to your teammates? And the next press conference, them start dash out people. Them start say we have to go change it up the Jamaican. So we don't know if what's going on here, but we find them. Anyway, them they on the internet, any room them in on Zoom, we're gonna find them at some point, and he's gonna have some question.
Coach has done since coming in 2020, and he's certainly got a very good team, good players, tough. So it won't be an easy game. Well, none of them will be, but we certainly respect Panama. But I'm really looking forward to that game. And the progress since I've been here is we've had, I think, 5 camps. And we're just trying to change a little bit, tweak it a little bit here and there, and make sure that we can progress our game into a little bit more possession based, which has been difficult. But no, we've had hiccups along the way.
All right, people, now this is good. The coach say want to play possession based football. Who are the players that are going to help Jamaica play possession-based football? You see what happened now? At the same thing we up here argue about, bro. This is what we're on here arguing about. That Jamaica need to have certain players on the field to play possession-based football. So I don't know who the coach is planning to use.
Results, but still a long way to go. The consistency of player availability, hasn't quite been there. So we've not really nailed down as yet a consistent squad of 15 or 16 players that we can name automatic. We've had quite a few injuries, as we know about Mikel Antonio, Deshaun Bernard. We've had injuries throughout which have denied us our best players. What I want to see is that coming together for especially the World Cup qualifiers, Gold Cup. But hopefully, if we qualify for the next round of the World Cup, we have to have a strong selection.
Lorenzo, Ravel not the panelist, bro.
Jason Hall.
Jason Guna this? I never Jason Guna. I hope Jason Guna answer. If this is Jason Guna, hope Jason Guna asks a good question. Me if I Jason Guna this.
Jason sorry about that. Yes. Good afternoon, Coach.
Hi, Jason.
We are live. Jason Hall here, Jason Guna TV. Just have a couple questions for you. With the World Cup qualifying round on the horizon, how important will this Gold Cup be for Jamaica for continuity heading into those windows? And also,
Jason didn't ask about Ravel.
That right balance between
rest of the thing that
working
no
on
sense
things,
to me
trying to
then.
get the team to play more in your way, and also appeasing fans with the results.
Yeah, difficult. A manager's dilemma. Unfortunately, every head coach will have that problem and that dilemma.
Jason Guna, when you're going to them press conference, bro, you need to pencil in a Ravel question, brother. Them sophisticated question, they not really help through a fan base. I don't know, maybe for the international people, like, you know what I mean? Like, he might just give you, your question is such a, I would say, high level press conference question. He might just give you a high level English press conference answer. It's not really, I don't think it really, your subscribers would want to know the truth about what's on the ground. Come on, Jason Guna. Can't go in there go asking them Sky Sports question, brother.
But certainly the players, the quality of players that we've got, our respect to Jaime, what he did with the group previous, got them a real solid base, and we're trying to build on that solid base. Play to
Yeah, Jason Guna, this come like you just go in there, go spread out to a mat and just give Coach McLaren the go ahead for do some boom flick, brother. Like, you just see him, man, him just walk by your question. Him just gone for all grims to them, and then which is just nothing there, bro. None of us was there. Are you where depend upon for at least ask a question where the discussion is surrounding on in the space
and have a set way of playing, and that's coming. We had the first 2 camps a consistent way. We experimented a little with the US against St. Vincent, more back to our normal.
Coming on away, Matt, the coach at about all knowing that
to get better at that and expand on that. And
he's just rambling on.
The group have that solid foundation, but also have that little bit of attacking flair and variety. That you are quite right. Results are the most important thing, and how you get them. And we have to be a team that, if you're playing against Panama, Guatemala, whoever you're playing against, you have to fight. You had to do that even against St. Vincent. So McLaren come like, when you ask a woman I have a one girl with, I just be a chat to you as a chat dog, like I try watch all the match, and she asks you, well, yeah, what I do today? My girl, let's me watch a game, like let's me watch McLaren does come like that, a 9 girlfriend that like just see the ears be just attack till I say she go so close. She now cook this week, so we go order food. Like, bro, who cares, dog? Like, that's
just puppy nice.
You
like,
have to fight.
Say something new, man.
And then the football comes from that. And we have talented football players. They must play as a team. They must run. They must fight. And football is changing. And you can see there's the smaller teams.
So Mac City, just to go in a press conference, go make bread and butter give coach. Yo, the coach said what? That's why the coach said nicely. Thank you, Jason Hall. The coach I said what? Jason Hall come in with a nice bread and butter and idea. And nice son at the butter, there's a milk.
Proving very difficult opponents. So you can see every nation even throughout the world. I've seen that in Europe. I've seen that and experienced it in CONCACAF. That no easy games. Smaller teams are getting stronger, more difficult to beat. So every game is tough.
Thank you, Coach. Daniel Blake. Daniel Blake, go ahead.
Who this now?
Hi, Coach. A question on this squad. I obviously know that won't be announced for now.
Daniel,
but there are,
this brother Daniel.
a few names on the list that would be new. We heard about Lewis Baker, Tyrese Hall, and those players. I know that you obviously want to win the Gold Cup, but are you hoping to use that time as an opportunity to get those players in, get your style in, so when the September World Cup qualifying comes, that they'll be able to adjust better instead of calling them up for 1 week where you've only seen them for maybe 2 or 3 training sessions?
Yeah, from the outset, the goal, the number one thing that we put up every time we meet is World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
That is the goal. And between then and now, and when we came in August, September, there's little milestones that we have to achieve. And this is just part of that milestone. We wanted to top the group in the Nations League.
Answer again.
We wanted to make sure we qualified for the semi-finals of the Nations League. We couldn't quite do it against the US. We wanted to qualify most definitely for the Gold Cup. St. Vincent was very important to make sure we qualified for that. So we've made little increments along the way, the steps along the way. And them little steps, and sometimes big steps, are for the one goal, World Cup qualification. That's ultimately why I'm here. That's why the players, they travel around the world, and sometimes,
Cryptic, young Cryptic has some layup
to come and play for Jamaica. The commitment has to be there to do that. And so we've certainly we've certainly got that commitment, and we're building and we're growing and we're getting the milestones. We've got Unity Cup. We're going to experiment with a squad in the UK. We've got World Cup qualifiers, which are very serious to us. So we need a strong squad, and we go into this Gold Cup. This is, for me, a great experience, but also for the players. And they've had more experience than I have. So I'm really looking forward to this tournament. It's a new one for me. The players will have to teach me what's going on. But everything is geared towards having the squad, and that's why we're looking at some players in the Unity Cup. We're still trying to get passports for other players as well to make sure that we have the best players available, because you need the best players to be able to qualify.
Yeah.
Excellent. Great conversation. Thank you very much, Coach Steve McLaren.
So, people, that was a press conference. Wanna learn anything in a press conference? Because I'm an idiot, you know, bro. I'm an idiot. Wanna learn anything? That's the interview. That's with two Jamaican journalists in Jason Hall and Daniel. Them just go in there, go chef out the thing and make bread and butter give coach. Like, come on, Jason, you're an intelligent individual. May expect a hard-hitting question from the coach, brother. To the coach from you, Jason Guna. Like, then the brother Daniel, him ask one question, like, him go rear on one corner, I see him drive past up a New Kingston, fly past in one car. Him look out halfway a tree that a Daniel. Then me see my Mandeville in our rental. That was his question. The coach just sit down in the back seat and text on him phone, because I don't know what just happened. Same old crap. Same old nonsense. Like, bro, I have to ask the coach question when there are ways to ask people questions where even if them not answer, them almost have to give you an answer. Nobody's not pressing this coach, bro. And I think that's why this coach believes that everything is sweet, because nobody not pressing him. I think this is why this coach think, like, should I, like, come on, bro, like nothing, like the press conference, it's like a tennis game press conference. It's like, you know, Serena's coming in late, and you know she's gonna be coming out of retirement. She just got a kid, and she's, you know, she just got married, and yeah, and she's very fit. Her sister retired, and her dad was very good. And bro, who gives a damn? Like, we want to know what's happening. Like the man not even the brother asks, he even pin down the question away for the coach of answer. Those are good professional questions, JT. Not question we want to hear. Yeah, but may I tell you straight up, Jay, anyway, that's not the questions we want to hear. Remember, you know, I'm not on here talking about any professional. We don't know. Some people yesterday at work right now. People on the YouTube yesterday at work right now. They want to hear some real things. People don't want to hear about, you know, did you have caviar for dinner? You see me? I say, like, we're not trying to talk about that. We're not talking about Wall Street here. People them want to know what going down to. The whole hand cat them get take away, police take away, all people them food off the roadside. And that the people them want to hear about right now, Jenny Weather. Yeah, we don't really want to hear. We don't really want to hear about the Wall Street football right now, bro. Jamaica football, we don't want to really hear about the Wall Street thing, brother. I'm call about Jason Guna. You see me, them kind of press conference, because yeah, what did we learn? Did we learn anything? Most time you're going to our press conferences, so we don't learn nothing, bro. I mean, I just hear a bunch of rambling. You know, Jason Guna, come on, Jason Guna. Come on,
yo.
Jason, come on, bro.
Where's the toast me bring?
Leo. Come here, expect you got me mind. Still, me know your thing is professional.
Remember, there was a press conference I was in, right? And I asked the coach about John Russell. You remember that?
Yeah, that was a good question.
And the man said at the time, is a friend of his telling him about John Russell, and when he go back, he will do some more checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
this press conference today is like an introduction to whatever. CONCACAF, all the coach them in every group. I was in the room with the Panama coach and the coach after all the 4 coach in our group. I was in there, right? And I put up my hand for a question in this. Now,
Panama in our group?
It's Panama,
Guatemala,
Panama, Guadeloupe,
Guatemala,
and the third team is Guatemala.
Yeah, Panama.
So I had 2 questions, and even when I started to speak, I said I have 2 questions.
No, yes, Gona, they will not. You have to, what I do in the last CONCACAF press conference, you have to tie 2 questions in a one.
Here why me did think me I get 2. You see in the Panama one, when the man them say primary is segunda, they must say first and second, and the man I take the 2 questions them. I maybe through me speak English, give me 2, I don't know. But I had my second question literally on paper is you made a comment about the team going to a more possession-based lineup or a possession-based style of play.
Yeah.
And I noticed that 2 of our best ball retention midfielders are not in the 60-man pool.
Yeah.
Daniel Johnson and Ravel Marson. That was literally my second question. Now, if people think whenever I have the question, then we can over that because I mean, I have no proof to show you, but I have the paper with the 2 questions. And that was my literal
No, you have to clot him.
Because remember,
no. So,
if me ask the first one and clot him, right? Come in, I 2 questions I expect to get, brother. I swear to you.
One
and
chance you have in a life, man.
Question done and him go to someone else. I raise my hand again, but the man never call back for me.
Them not do that. Brother. Them then you would rather give one more them Spanish man.
But the only reason why I think I get 2 is because the press conference right before that with the Panama coach, every man did get 2. So I never think of a problem for me get 2.
McLaren is not done. And McLaren, you have to understand, just go now. Why your first question, if you hit him hard, he rambles a lot. Where by the time him done him answer, you're gonna forget your second question.
Well, that's why me no same talk long. So I write down the question them, so I wouldn't forget. Because one time I did go in there, I never write nothing down. I just have some thoughts in my head. And by the time the man don't answer the first one, I just tell Simon I do have a next one. Because the man talks so much, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But that
was the coach friend you up still in a dog. The coach friend you up still, Hey Jason, hey Jason, when you coming over to the UK,
Yeah, because even the question I asked him, I said, listen, you say you want to change the way the team plays, and you're not seeing that change happen fast, right? But a lot of times when a coach changing the way them play, something gets sacrificed. For example, over Man U right now, Amorim come and put a different style on the team and then can't win no game. And my question to him was, how do you plan on changing the style while also knowing that we have all these windows coming up that are like must-win games?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do both at the same time? Is that impossible? And he answered. I guess he attempted at an answer to my question, but it was just a lot of talking.
When is the next press conference? Yes, ago, when it kind of look like on a tap in with the press conference. I'm not to keep up. When is the next press conference?
I know that the Unity Cup squad will be named on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
And I believe that press conference will be more
open.
JFF controlled, meaning Simon will be the moderator, not the CONCACAF people. And you'll probably that link will probably be more readily available. The only way I got in this press conference, this CONCACAF Gold Cup sent out an email saying if you want to be registered as a media member to be able to go to these virtual press conferences, you have to sign up. So that's how I had a link for this. So this link wasn't like
you're in the media group, right? With Simon.
I'm in the Jamaica media group, and I want to say that Simon put this in there as well. So if you wanted to join, you could have,
I thought,
listen, say he was busy and stuff, so he couldn't probably do it.
And here what Jason Gona, the phone, that media group is on this phone when I talk to him, and when me come off of the football channel,
walk street with a phone.
No, it's a jack plug phone. This is the iPhone 5, me just plug in and shut off when me done. So me not really keep up all the time. But maybe Sean Blake want to ask you a question. Go ahead, Sean Blake.
No, it's not really a question. 2 concerns I had regarding some things that the coach said. The first thing that why I'm concerned is he said that we are going to use the Unity Cup as an experiment. Really? We are playing high-level competition or teams that we are probably not going to play again for maybe the next 5 years. And this tournament is right before other major tournaments. Why are we using this to experiment?
And not use as a
Shouldn't we
preparation.
and not use as a preparation this close to real competition? Shouldn't we have been experimenting with Trinidad and Haiti and Cuba or whoever else we can find?
And add this to your statement, Sean Blake. Jamaica tends to start slow whenever they start a window. So preparing and kind of in a bulk of your players where you kind of get that slow start out of you in the Unity Cup, and you kind of get your bearings turning over for the competitive games coming up next.
Listen.
Yeah, I think another answer to that too as well is it goes back down to the competition. Was it necessary for us to even sign up? Because again, a lot of the leagues in the world that our players would be in, their competition ends like 2 days before the tournament starts. So it was always going to be difficult to have the type of continuity you want in a competition as the Unity Cup leading into the World Cup and then also the Gold Cup, right? At some point, these players need a week to reset the battery and all these things, you understand? And that's a part of the reason why, even though Nigeria, Ghana have really top quality players, the likes of Osimhen cannot play because he has a game the week after the tournament. So I think a lot of the teams that have high quality players in top leagues, you won't see the bulk of those players in their squads. I think the only one that I've seen out of all the teams that has said he's going to play and has a game like 2 days before is Bassi from Fulham. I haven't heard Iwobi come out and say he's playing, and a lot of these other players won't be able to play. So I feel like Jamaica taking these games, they had to have known that it was going to be basically like a hindrance to their actual preparation, because a lot of those players would not even have the time to reach to play the damn thing anyway.
All right, so let me make something clear. Let me make something clear. I wasn't expecting Jamaica's A team or full complement of the A team to run out in the Unity Cup. That's not what I was explaining for reasons that you just mentioned. But what I was not expecting and what I don't want to see is Jamaica experimenting in the Unity Cup. And I feel like that's a bad choice of words. And the word we him use, so that's the word we ever go with. So here's what experiment means to me. When you tell me that you are experimenting, I am thinking that you have a playbook or you have a plan that you have been using. And come the Unity Cup, you're not going to build on that playbook. You're not going to build on that plan. You are going to experiment with something new. So the issue that I have is not that we're not going to say Jamaica best 11. That's not the issue that I have.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that I have is the fact that he used the word experiment, which means that this is going to be something new, or his approach is going to be new versus continuity from what he's been doing or been trying.
I think what the coach is saying, Sean Blake. Go ahead.
Let's quote that the experimenting that he's referring to is the personnel and not the tactics. Because that was a point. That was a part of the point of my question. Is like, at what point? We're talking about cutoff point for players, but does he have a cutoff point in his head for tactics? Because we cannot keep going into every window saying we're still trying to implement. At some point, you have to just say, okay, we've tried 3-4 different styles. Let's try to focus on 2 of those, and let's try to have those 2 as our main 2. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where we need to get to in terms of the importance of these games. Like, once the summer window is done, there's no more other time for nothing. It's literally World Cup qualifier, like do it or die, right? So we need to, at some point, he needs to settle on, this is our style, this is the way we're going to play, because we should not still be wondering, what is McLaren's style, right? And I think some of us still
we don't know. We still don't know.
On that.
And he said that he hasn't nailed it down yet either. But the experiment to me from McLaren sound like a lot more of him sitting in the stands while his assistant scream on the sideline and him look like him a look under some sun, some hot sun a beating on me eye.
It was just a bad choice of words for me. As far as I'm concerned,
I agree. I agree. I agree. It
it's
could
a
have been
bad
worded
choice of
better.
words.
Yeah, I agree.
I said I had two issues. That was the first one. The second issue that I had when I heard it, I'm like, how would the manager say? What the man mean when him say is a friend telling about John Russell?
Yeah, because he's not doing his homework. McLaren, me and him book them when him go home. He doesn't do any homework when him go to England. I don't believe he does.
Virgin, so if me is a regular guy when I involved in a football, me never even play football, I track and field me run. If I am a regular spectator, and me know about John Russell before you land in the seat, why you are the land in the seat as a professional coach and is a friend I tell you about John Russell? Virgin, JT, remember me tell you, one of my concerns regarding this coach is a conflict of interest. The man is an Englishman, so I don't feel like he can recruit English players that hard, either out of him don't want to be in the hot seat after him leave Jamaica, or his heart is just not with the Jamaica team as far as English players playing for Jamaica. You can't tell me say is a friend tell you.
So you'd fire him? You'd fire him now?
Listen, I'm not gonna say I would fire him. No, I would say that after the Gold Cup, Virgin, the Gold Cup should be a benchmark.
I believe the Gold Cup should be just, and I said that the last time with Hargreaves. I believe that after every major tournament or a series of games, you have to evaluate the performance of your head coach and your team. Are we improving? Are we going backwards? Because the last thing we want, I take out the calculator where Jamaica need the man if we win, we beat a team, that a team that we draw them away game. And when you start reach a point there, bro, the best thing your best chance, and maybe you end up in our qualifier game down in a Oceania against New Zealand and then place there. That's when your calculator come out, that's your best chance, bro.
Listen, if he doesn't outperform Tapa in the Gold Cup, then I really believe that there should be some really deep analysis regarding changing coaches. If he doesn't outperform Theodore Whitmore, and I'm gonna tell you, Tapa did go finals though. Right?
Oh, that's a stretch.
So
That's a stretch because Tapa had the team longer too. That's a stretch.
Wait, hold on. Tapa had the team longer, right? But even if that's a stretch, this man should go into the Gold Cup looking like he has some type of mode of play, some plan that he's trying to execute. We should be able to look and say, yo, I understand this, I'm seeing did I try that? Or even if we look and we don't understand what did I do, we can look and say, yo, Jano, that team I did play some ball. Because one of the games with Paul Hall, where the players were in and out of position in a month. I can't tell you which game it was. I don't remember which game it was. But
Mexico versus Mexico in the National Stadium, more than likely. That's the game you're talking about.
Yes. The players were in and out of position to where I couldn't tell you that Paul Hall was doing A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. But I know that game was a good game as far as the way how the team was playing, the competition, the challenge where them put up. So if him got in at the Gold Cup, and when I say him at outperform Tapa, and you say that might be a stretch, okay, cool, to ask for a win. But in my book, asking for a win when you have a team that can win is never a stretch. Anyway, if we say that is a stretch, is he playing any type of competitive football? Or is it just Jamaica dead in the show again?
The man I make all Carvels to what them look like, Profit. Carvels to what them I say, oh, you a big coach and can't get no job at Europe.
Yeah, that's and to that point, I don't think. Well, I mean, Sean, I don't disagree with you having the feeling that it's a conflict because he's an Englishman, right? But I think it's a bit of a stretch to say, he's expecting when he leaves to go back and get jobs in England. I don't think that Steve McLaren really is going to be in line for no jobs in England anytime. I mean, it would be some kind of advisory board role or so. He's not going to be a coach again.
Yeah, but where the conflict comes in is not that necessarily he don't want to rub persons wrong when it comes to him getting other jobs in England because him recruit away a bunch of English players. That's not even necessarily where the conflict is. I feel as far as his legacy is concerned, I feel like he doesn't want to be seen as that coach who recruited away.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? If they have that thought, then they're being way too nearsighted because this is not a new phenomenon that McLaren has invented.
No, but Jason Gona
over and try to get dual national players.
But Jason Gona, it could be a situation. I'm gonna let you in, Wayne. May I say one word with two things when I'll let you in. Jason Gona, it can be a thing though where people look at him and say you were the first person to not qualify England to a Euro, and then you start take away young players from England. We can play for England and Ghana, Jamaica. Continue win. I don't know.
Yeah, but you had mentioned before about like you're underwhelmed with the level that the players are at that he's getting. So again, I don't think anything that he's doing or done is really upsetting.
No, but what Sean Blake is saying is the players that he should be getting and the players we expected him to get. Like the Hutchinsons and the Greenwood.
Yeah. Right, okay, sure.
Yes, gentlemen. I hear the thinking and the thought process, but again, it don't sound professional. It don't sound logical. What you guys are expressing. The coach is a coach. That's his job. And what will the coach be judged on? The coach will be judged on one thing: winning and taking team from one level to the next, getting trophy. If this coach should take Jamaica to the World Cup, wouldn't his stats shoot up what you call it now in a huge way?
Mm-hmm.
With certain it would. So I don't see where McLaren or any other professional coach would not want the best players and want to do the best they can in order to have that on their resume. So that's one thing. So I don't believe there's any conflict with the English players. All English players, including Damarai Gray, including Ravel Morrison, including Antonio, including Isaac Aden, their number one choice was England. Just like all the other footballers who we are trying to get in. Their number one choice is England, and that's no debate. When they realize that the avenue is closing on England, or for some reason England not knocking at their door, then they choose a second choice Jamaica in order to play in the biggest football show piece on earth, which is the World Cup. I don't believe there is no conflict there. That's not a logical thing. All right, in terms of the Unity Cup, if we have 30 new members to the CONCACAF roster, why wouldn't it be sensible and logical for us to use the Unity Cup to see these players? And that is what the coach call experimenting, by seeing new players, how they play, where can they fit in his team. The thing is, we have to give the coach time. This coach only played one big match, so to speak. Although the World Cup qualifying, which I can't take them lightly, because those are what going to get us to the World Cup. But he haven't played any big team. We saw where he played against the United States twice in Jamaica.
And got smoked.
He got smoked in Jamaica, but the second half in the United States was perfect.
Perfect?
If we can play like we played in the second half in the United States consistently, then arguably we can beat any
People them
team
now
in
agree with you in the comment section still you get
Yeah,
beaten
but to be
from
honest, if you're gonna point to just the second half of the second leg of a 2-leg tie when we're down by 5 goals, then you're reaching, bro. This context has to matter as well. If a team is up by 4 goals in a tie, automatically
foot off the
they're gonna
gas.
not
Foot
be
off the
going as
gas.
hard.
Foot off the gas.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, look, I'm not gonna discredit that they played well. I'm just saying you have to add that context as well if you're gonna make that point.
I understand what you're saying, Guna. I am just simple saying United States was the only strong team that we played of recent under McLaren. It's a team that we are matching up Jamaica to be like or be with and be on their level. And when we come to think of it, we are not close to United States level yet. We hope to get there, but we are nowhere close. We want to backpedal to an earlier thing before you came on, Guna, where we were talking about the continuity of Grimson with the continuity
And the coach
of
mentioned that in the press conference.
Wonderful.
Because I said to you it was Hal Grimson's team. But you heard what the coach also said. I think that was a diabolical statement. He said, I'm still looking for a 15-man squad.
I heard all of that.
That sound good to you?
What I'm asking, JT, America have a new coach, right?
Yeah.
Does the America roster changes?
I'm not really keeping up with America as much, you know.
No.
No, you can't really use that as an example because that American coach is a new coach. So you would expect there to be some roster change. Al Grimson has been, McLaren has been in the role far longer than that American coach. So it's time, based on the time that he's been in the job, for us to see some consistency as it pertains to the team. And I'm going to say this. The chat kind of corrected me, or kind of, for lack of a better word, corrected me, because what somebody said or what was the chat or what the chat was saying is that.
Okay, sorry the people. People hit the like button on the video, people. Remember to hit the like button on the video. Very important. I just got dropped off the call here. Hit the like button on the video, people, please, and thank you.
And that is, and yeah, we can hear you because it's not. I do see the style of play. It's just that I don't like it because it don't really look no different than previous failures before. It don't look no different than local football.
It actually make you miss Hal Grimson.
Listen, it's more like,
and that's tough to say, bro.
You just kick the ball long down the wing and say, we are Jamaicans, we have speed, so we're going to go get it. So the chat is correct. I do.
Bless up Jerome 876. Bless up Ghost One Son. Bless up my boss, Max City, Tycoon, Reggae, Boyz, Reactor. Let's bring in this new caller. Go ahead, my boss.
Yo, JT is rapper, you know.
Okay, go ahead, rapper.
Yeah, man. The phone was down for a while.
Okay.
I heal up, big up to the general them too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing though, maybe not the style and the thing with the coach. But I have to big him up how the other coach, him never really dive into the Jamaican culture. This not have nothing to do with the football thing, but the coach I make an effort with the people them, like, you know, like Maria that. Like,
by eating beer breadfruit?
No. All right. Like him, even I see a thing TVJ post, like him I talk about the academy or whatever. Like I say it take like 10 years to breed the players them. So not only that, man, him attitude and him thing. The other coach before was just like the man looked like him never even liked Jamaican people, bro.
Okay, you might be onto something there. Yeah, but I think that's the great thing about McLaren. McLaren is a shape shifter.
McLaren is a people person. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I don't think Al Grimson had those qualities as a coach. He was more regimented, more, as you said, the Scandinavian way.
Yeah. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your friend. We're here to do a job.
Yeah.
That's so. That's McLaren. Al Grimson. Continue,
Yeah,
Rapper.
because I think somebody was making a point earlier about Simoes doing that. I think that McLaren would be more likely to be able to galvanize like that,
I
in a
agree.
way like that,
I agree.
than Hal Grimson would.
I agree.
But I don't know if that's for the best, because Hal Grimson, in all his regimented style and pragmatism, we were kind of happy with the results. Now, people used to cuss about the football, but at the end of the day, when you look back now, you say, boy, would you trade, trying to make the style more modern for winning games 1-0? No?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Rapper, they must see a beer rum the coach down there drinking in down there, brother. If you can't.
Another thing though, with what the general just say, is the friend thing with the players them. I love when sometimes I watch you and you said no players shouldn't be bigger than the bench, yo. So if them not perform or whatever, it's like the man them can't bench certain players or something, bro.
Yeah. Cause you can see McLaren when him go down all the game, them look like he on 9 rum, Because the way I look to him in eyeglass, them he look rum up.
I think it's the players too, I think some of them is like them, even though it's a coach for bench the ones that want to serious, but I don't think all of them serious like that, bro. Like I don't know. Maybe I just like a sporting thing for some of them. It's not like serious, like winning.
So
like,
here this comment here, Rapper. This comment is for you. We don't care about culture, business, or talking points. We care about winning games and playing quality football.
All right, me understand. Me say that already, So me just big him up on that part. Me know say I winning, bro. Of course, we want to win, bro.
Yeah, that's your up and running. Say that to you.
Yeah, big up, same way.
Yeah, stay on and find another point. Let's bring in Peter Mystic. You need to have that was a good point. I think that was a good direction you take it into, because I felt that was an issue as well with Hal Grimson. So that was a strong point. I felt that I said it. Hal Grimson was out of sync with the Jamaican people. The last coach that was in sync with the Jamaican people was also Winfred Schaefer. Though his English wasn't that good, he had a straight talk about him, where he was there, and you saw his result. Schaefer was a coach who goes into a press conference and talk, and you actually see it on the pitch. The improvements. And this is what the thing with McLaren is. It's like a washover goal in myself. It's not 24 carat goal. It's like somebody is shiny. What he's saying is shiny, Jason Guna, but it doesn't really come off as real goal to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't apply the things that you're telling us you're gonna do, that's an issue. And I think he kind of does it to himself with his selection, because again, he mentioned how he want the team to go to a more possession base, right? And I just don't understand how. To me, the two. All right, this is what don't make sense to me. Hal Grimson. Would you guys think that Hal Grimson was trying to go to a more possession-based ball game?
I think he was trying to. No. I think
exactly.
No.
I would agree with you. I don't think he was.
Nope.
And what used to baffle me about Hal Grimson is when we went to Mexico to play in the Azteca. You know who his double pivot in midfield was? Ravel Morrison and Daniel Johnson. To me, that made more sense to what McLaren is saying.
He's trying to do. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that to me never made much sense. And I think because McLaren says things, I think they sound good enough, like in terms of in a general sense. But then when you apply it to what he's doing, you have to question, like, all right, we hear what you're saying, but what we've seen is not the same as what you're saying.
Exactly. Marcel will go, but it a bump up your neck. Peter, go ahead, Peter. This is not real goal.
Yeah, greetings, everybody.
Long time, man. How is life down there in New Zealand?
I live in Georgia, man. I was just, hey, you remember that night you were checking the time around,
Me know,
around the
man. Me
globe,
know,
you know?
man. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to touch point, right? I want to touch Ravel and I want to touch John Russell. Okay. So, and I like to use analogies. So I'm going to use this analogy, right? And don't take offense to it. There is a person, without me calling any name, that was exiled from this group. He does good work in the Jamaican space, but his attitude is a little disruptive. And even though we all gather on this group and we have our differences, we can sort of all get along in a sense, right? We can fight with each other, but we can tolerate each other. But this other person was very difficult to tolerate. And so
He's not a football player, right?
No. I'm talking about somebody that's in the group that actually does good work in the Jamaican space in terms of.
Somehow Peter Mystic, me know exactly what you're talking about. But
Who you talk? Double up, you talk. Double up, Mr. United.
Remember now, this is an analogy, right? Analogy that I'm making because I'm coming around to Ravel. See, but we all agreed that we were better off as a group if this person was exiled from the group, right? And so I'm going back to the Ravel thing now. Is a similar situation with Ravel? Everybody here, as much as we've come and advocate for Ravel, including I like Ravel as a ball. We know that is not ability why Ravel is not in the team. No, I'm gonna refresh your memory. Theodore Whitmore, as a national coach, I never hear him come out and talk specifically about any player. But he did that about Ravel. And I guess he was asked, to be fair to him, I think he was asked a question about Ravel. Does anybody on this panel remember what Theodore said?
Yes, you give them an inch and him take a mile.
Right. Now, for Whitmore to come out and say that, it means a lot because he doesn't talk, especially about specific players in a sense like that, right? Al Grimson, in one of his last tournaments, I can't remember if it was a Copa or Gold Cup or whatever. Did anybody remember what Al Grimson said about Ravel? Anybody?
No, I'm gonna remember that one day.
No.
But I have a question for you when you're done, though.
Al Grimson said he called and tried to make contact with Ravel, would not pick up his phone.
But you know why that happened?
It doesn't matter why. Your coach
Yes,
call you for a
it
tournament.
No, it matter, Peter. If you
No, the coach was not calling him for a tournament. Let's be clear. Coach was calling
to check up on
him. The coach was not calling him for a tournament. So let's not put that out there.
If your coach calling you for
all right, Peter Mystic. And what happened was when Ravel went back to DC United, he was still in training, but he wasn't in the team. The coach, after the Trinidad game, him pick Whisper them who wasn't playing football, and somebody else who wasn't playing, and Mariapa them who didn't have a club at the time, and Ravel didn't get picked. So I think Ravel felt abandoned, and I think that affected Ravel for a while as well. Because if Ravel stayed potentially in the team, he would have got a club.
So we should baby Ravel. Is that what you're telling me?
Not baby Ravel, but should we
So
baby?
he should have the same rules as everyone else, is what JT is saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, Peter. Not baby
You
Ravel.
can't say you don't call him because he's not playing and then call 3 other players who aren't playing.
Yeah.
All right. However, he still did not pick up his phone. That's a fact, correct? Regardless of what the coach was calling for, correct? Regardless of how Ravel felt, he did not pick up his phone on the coach calling.
Well, I never see neither one of the call logs, so I don't know if it's a fact, but we'll work with what the coach said.
Yeah, well, do you think Al Grimson is a liar? Do you think so? Do you think he would come out and say
Al Grimson? I think Al Grimson go to Jamaica go pick up some bad habits.
All right. We also know the reason why Ravel has not been able to nail down a club. 13. What was the stats again? 13. What was it? 13.
Or
13 clubs in 10 years or whatever the case may be. Right. We also know that some of the players in the team do not like it.
Andre Blake.
So, right. There's not
Can me call the name them
right?
for you know.
No, you don't have to call the name. So my point is, right, just like we decided that, boy, this group better off, even though this brother do some good work, you know. This group better off without him. That's the reason why Ravel is not in the team, or not in the 60-man provisional list. And so it's not rocket science, gentlemen. So instead of we come here every day and say, why Ravel not in the team? Why we can't believe this? What? Come on, Bridget. It's common sense. It's not rocket science.
Caller.
We all know why Ravel is not in the team.
No, that's the thing. We don't know.
But what I just outlined to you don't make any sense.
No, man,
Tell
what
me.
you said
Caller,
made
I have a question for you.
sense.
I have a
Tell me
question
if
for
I'm
you.
not making sense.
No, what you said
Tell me
made
if I'm not
sense.
making sense.
No, what you said makes sense, but you know, so we can dissect what you said and just take off bits and the part that we don't agree on, because we agree on majority of what you said. But when we look at Ravel, as we said, I use the analogy as well.
Well, let's ask the question this way then. Forget everything I just said. Does anybody believe that Ravel not being in the team is because of his ability? Answer that question.
No, but Peter, that's why we're
We
talking
don't know.
about
The
it
coach,
every day. We don't know if it's
the
something
coach has
personal.
to answer that question then. The
Right,
coach
but
has
what I'm
to
saying
answer
is
that question.
we come here and we speculate. And so now we ask a simple question and nobody wants to speculate. Everybody wants to say the coach must answer. You see what I'm saying? You see what critical we
Ask you
are?
a question.
Uh,
Caller, let me ask you a question. I'm sorry. What is your name?
Peter Mystic.
All right, Peter. May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
In simple terms, what is the difference between a coach and a manager?
Bridget, what does that have to do?
All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You see, a manager should have the ability to manage personnel. A manager main responsibility is to manage persons and personalities. So if you tell me that every player you ever come across that has any type of issue internally with the team, you're just gonna ostracize them. Most of the top players that are our favorite players in the world would never play for their clubs. Because if you check the backstory on every single one of them, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, every single one of them have issues, whether it be personality issues, whether it be training issues, whether it be partying the night before, they all have issues. A manager's main responsibility is to manage those personalities.
Thank you.
All right. No.
We bash Tapa for that as well.
A lot of people out there can coach.
Again, this may not even had boiled down to just the manager or the coach managing the personality of Ravel. This boiled down to just like this group. Right?
You know that we're live, right?
We couldn't, yeah man, I know we're live.
Okay,
we couldn't manage, right? We couldn't manage, or there wasn't anybody to manage that person because that person was very disruptive to the group, right? This person in Ravel apparently is very disruptive to the
what is the evidence, Peter Mystic?
To the group.
What's the evidence?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
Hold on. I mean,
no, what I'm
are we
saying
just gonna
is,
like?
all right, what I'm saying, I'm an advocate of Ravel and Bridget. Don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to clarify why you guys come here and say every time why Ravel not in the team. You all know.
No, we don't. We don't know.
All right, let me leave that alone. Let me move on.
One question, Peter, please.
I can't stay too long. Yeah, go ahead.
To you and the panelists.
Yeah.
Where is Ravel playing? No.
In what? Dubai?
UAE. The second division in UAE.
Right.
How competitive is that league? How is that league ranked? What level team can you compare it to?
I don't know. I don't study it that deep.
All right. Can I ask a counter question? Is the league that Ravel is playing in, is it higher than the JPL?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was watching a podcast with Ravel game on one of these platforms, and a car was driving in the background and messing with it.
Let me even further simplify the question. How many JPL players got called to this provisional squad?
Let me answer. Wait. Hold on. Answer your question so you don't waste your time.
Are all of these JPL players better than Ravel?
Virgin, you're wasting your time. I am the person who typed in the comment in this group that it does not take away from Ravel's ability regardless of where he's playing. I typed that. It's in this group. So you don't have to worry about me and what kind of league Ravel up.
Let me conclude.
I'm an advocate for Ravel.
Beg you a second, Peter. Let me conclude this point. I'm not an advocate for Ravel. I have to declare that. But let me conclude the point.
Yeah.
Ravel is playing in the second division of UAE. We have a Jamaican playing in the first division. Who is that person?
Playing in the first division where? In UAE?
Yeah, I think there's a Jamaican down there.
Is it Lamar Walker down?
A Turkey attack.
I don't know.
I think there's a Jamaican down there, man. I can't remember, but there's a Jamaican down there.
I don't know.
So what we could have done is compare that Jamaican with Ravel. However, I can't remember the Jamaican off the top of my head, so we'll move on.
No Jamaican in the UAE.
But remember my point, My point is talking about Ravel's behavior.
Yes, man, I know you're talking. I know you're talking about this indiscipline.
So if you go compare another Jamaican to him, you have to compare the behavior. You can't compare the ability.
No, we are following Peter. I'm following, and I understand perfectly. But my question to the panelists is, if Ravel's ability is so great, if Ravel is the God, if Ravel could save Jamaica, Ravel cannot save himself? Why isn't Ravel in the top 5 league in Europe? That's the rating you guys giving Ravel, Why is he not in the championship? That's the respect you guys. Just a second. That's the respect you guys giving Ravel, When the professionals are not giving Ravel not even League 2 respect. But here the Jamaican fan base is giving Ravel the top 5 league in England or top 5 league in Europe respect, which I'm saying is hugely disappointed, and that it shows the level of fan base that we have. Just act based on emotions, not using no logic.
Yo, manners and respect, everybody. Peter, let me take that one. Let me take that one, please. I beg you.
Yeah.
Listen, brother. You're contradicting yourself. You're really contradicting yourself because you're saying if his ability is good, he should be in the Jamaican team. And
no, I never said that. I
am not saying that, sir.
Wait. Let me finish my point. Peter is saying, because of his attitude and behavior, because of his history of his behavior, mental, whatever it is, he is a distraction to the team. So this is why you came and you said now, as a manager, the coach is supposed to manage him. No, that's not his responsibility.
Sure,
the man is a professional. The man is a professional. Brother, hold on. The man is a professional. The man is a professional. It's not nobody here to copy him and get him in the right move cohesive with a team. That's something he has to work on, bro. That's not the manager's responsibility. And coming from me as a manager, no, bro. I would rather cut him off and work with somebody who can work with the team, even though the team needs him. I would get rid of him. If he's a poison, if he's a poison to the team and he can bring down the morale of the team, we can't have him, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir. But why are we even spreading that narrative? Do we have any hard evidence?
All right. So again.
It's a poison to the team.
Again. We're going by
15, 12, and 10 years.
We're going by evidence. Nobody has him on the team.
15 clubs in 10 years. That's all you have to look at, Bridget.
That's evidence, bro.
Science. It's not rocket science. That's more evidence than you need.
Oh, guys, the background them, background them, I go crazy now.
But you know what happened, Peter, you know what happened though? You know what happened though, and JT, you know what happened though? This is why when we have people goes into these press conferences, they need to pinpoint these questions so we can get an answer. So we don't have to be
But that's what we were saying, God.
these things.
Ghost one son. That's what we're saying, that the coach has been doing cartwheels over these questions. He hasn't been answering.
No, because nobody.
Can I say something, man? Sometimes you go to these press conferences and actions speak. Like, you just a talk, bro. Like him just have to prove himself on the field. Like, yeah, come with the same questions, them. Yeah, come with this and that. Like, what am I gonna say, bro? Him just have to do with actions.
Gentlemen, you guys want the coach to speak.
You know what happens? Sometimes somebody have to go in there and be very combative with him and be right there, like in his face. So let him get nervous, make him man get red.
All right, how many bad games did he have?
I think he got to be uncomfortable, bro.
Sorry. I think he only had 2 bad games, for his whole time. And a caller said, no disrespect, me just I said something, right? Before said him start coach way before the American coach. Yeah, it's the same time them start basically. I think even he never start. Him just start what year, just like the American coach.
What are you talking about?
Some earlier I was listening. Somebody said
wait, yeah. That's me. That's me. But no, them never start around the same time.
Yeah, McLaren since September last year, and Pochettino was this year he started.
Gentlemen, correct me though. Correct me though. JT, everybody correct me. When the coach came here and he had his press conference, what the man said, oh, he'd been working at FIFA as a whatever personnel, and he knows the Jamaican players quite well. All these young lads, I know them.
Yeah.
And this is why I took this opportunity to come here. And because I know the gems that Jamaica had. That's what the man said. That's what the man said.
The man was a gem there, Jamaica, man. I think a backside.
No, that's the man said.
Think a backside.
Yeah, he was bigging up the players, them. And I know the
and I was thought, him don't know the player, them. And he don't know nothing. He can't get it together. And when I go, if he's experimenting, no, brother.
But what did he do, though? Him lose against America. That's the only bad game I see. The first, and somebody said they played good in the second half of the second game. The best game they played was the first game in Jamaica against US.
Brother, my complaint with this coach so far is his time management. This man wait till something like the 80th minute to put on players. Come on now, bro. Look back at the game then.
So you that fire God's done, you that fire him?
That goes back to
That goes back
to even he said it even in the press conference. He wants to find a score 15. Brother, we need to stop looking at squad as 15 and 16, brother. 23. And that means 20.
Jason Guna, I was shocked when the coach said that.
When you have that squad the way you trust, sometimes you play better, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying the reason why we cuss his time management is because he only trusts a amount of players. So when he make the first 2-3 sub, he look at the bench again, he will trust nobody else. Say now, bring them on the field.
And we don't know if Chair the goalkeeper.
Then we turn around and say, don't change the squad, we want continuity. But if the squad will continue, him still going to look on the bench and don't put them on, and we're going to cost more the time.
And each game is different, so you have to try different players in different games.
Correct, that is my main point. You cannot go into a game saying, yo, say them 3 players you trust, so I'm going to bring them on. No, what if this other man we never plan to bring on and just play foolishness? He has to come off. But if you don't trust his replacement, you're going to let that man keep playing and play foolishness.
You see a loophole where a speed, if you put on a fast man, them can't, like them go, just throw them in.
That is the whole point of having a squad that you trust, because you don't want every sub to be the same. Suppose it's a next skill set you go for. So you bring in that player with that skill set.
All right. Big up to the general. I cut, but I have a question for all of you. This is not Jamaica's. We all want Jamaica to win, but who wanna pick to win this Gold Cup?
Definitely not Jamaica.
More and Jamaica win them can, if them brain good.
Listen, brother, Jamaica need to first learn Oh, we add 2+2 before we can talk about winning Gold Cup
And
and
the
this.
brain, bro. The man them not disciplined. Even we not me not gonna say that the fans them or the supporters them. I'm gonna put myself in it. If the supporters them not be disciplined, nobody. But a football, so everybody.
You really
rowdy.
think that is discipline that Jamaica is lacking?
You have to talk when you come on, Fisherman, because your background, the background. You know.
Let me not say about the not giving no talk, man.
No, you have to just let them, you have to just hint to the rest of people, them and just chip in. Because the background is it do a
Me think that seriousness, bro. I don't know if I discipline at the word, but a serious discipline is broad, you know. So I think a seriousness, like I don't think them serious and like even JT said one time, like we are going to tournament to win. I think like to win to win every game, yo.
Yeah.
Even though that's impossible.
But just not
like,
with bro. I don't think we it just come like you get up couple morning and jog and say I go Olympics, go win.
I'm just happy if you got World Cup if they make it. Nah, bro, you not got World Cup to win couple game, bro.
Anyway, but JT, why you kind of get away? Where you do? You lose hope or everything. It's me hear you talk now. You sound kind of like you just give up.
No, is not that. Listen, you know that to Fisherman. If you work with somebody, you want to see some progress, and I'm looking for the progress, and I'm not really seeing it. And that's the problem we're running.
So what I ask you, if tomorrow morning you wake up and you hear that Ravel in the side, you will get back hope.
No, that's not enough. Ravel in the side is one part of the issue.
No, but because why I ask you that, the two gentlemen going at the press conference and ask question, and you say the question when them ask, you say are rubbish because you don't hear them ask about Ravel. Because Ravel you want to hear about. Ravel you want.
No, Ravel, the fans them want to hear about as well. The supporters wants some clarity, so we can put it to bed and move on.
No, but every time when you hear something where the coach say, I don't agree with it.
But when has the coach ever answered the Ravel question directly?
Huh?
When has the coach ever answered the Ravel question directly?
From the coach come here, and I think me hear somebody going at the press conference and ask about Ravel. And him say, man, wait for Ravel to get a club and get fit and all of those things.
So does he have a club now? And is he fit?
Exactly.
Ravel, no, but hold on, man. Ravel don't want me hear an next brother talk about it. Because people say, yesterday I said it, and people and the chat say, me I tell lie. I watch the same podcast where the gentleman talk about Ravel play. I want place where I car me see almost a drive on the field.
Listen me. So the
man they play one division 3 in one country where people name you hear people in this side of the hemisphere talk about down at them country there.
It don't matter. It does not matter. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me answer the question. You ask. Let me answer the question. Here is why it does not matter.
Mute till you attack again, Fisherman. And then
the first time I saw Ravel, when they were in, I don't remember where they went. Did they go to Dubai? They went to was it Dubai? They went and they played 2 games. Where did they go? Was it Dubai? They went and they played 2 games.
No, man, it was Saudi Arabia.
Yes, they went to Saudi Arabia. At the time, Ravel wasn't no star in no major league. He wasn't no star and no major club. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he was even actively playing.
Yeah, he went. No, he left. He left Sweden and then he went to the to Netherlands.
I thought at that time he was with Rooney at Derby County.
No, he never reached Derby County yet.
No, it was before that. Okay, fair.
Derby County is where he left and went with Rooney to DC United.
Yeah, I thought it would have been in that time frame, but yes, he's right. The Saudi games would have been before that.
Yeah, him did the one club of Sweden, didn't work out, and I know he went to Hagen or something like that in Netherlands. A team where
under Den Haag after
something like that. Yeah.
So Let me answer the question why the league or the quality of the league does not matter. I have seen before where Ravel walked off the street, walked into Jamaica national team, and was clearly the best player on the pitch. And when I say the best player, I don't mean the best Jamaican player, the best player out of all 22 on the pitch. Clearly, the league that the man plays in does not make any difference.
Watch them game the way you talk about. Watch them too. Watch them.
Listen,
and as far as me concerned, these things we're not talking about, Ravel, is all about India and Manchester United and fulfilling promise.
No.
Jamaica, and we just
That's
play.
not fair.
That's not fair, Fisherman. That's not.
Morrison was playing for Ravel Morrison played for Jamaica before, and he never make Jamaica better. He never make Jamaica. We're talking about keeping football. We never did keep a football when Ravel Morrison that play. And if he come back, we still not gonna make Jamaica into him 32 now, and it not gonna make it better. We all this hope we have for Ravel Morrison are gonna change the fortune of Jamaica football. It not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. Ravel Morrison played for 15 clubs. Over every club he go, he must leave.
I don't see what that has to do with anything. I don't see what that has to do with him playing for Jamaica.
Fisherman, can I ask you a question?
You never ever seen Ravel Morrison play at no club. And you hear Sir Ravel Morrison was the best player at the club.
Fisherman,
Yeah.
one question I have for you. Are you satisfied with how Jamaica is playing right now?
No.
How can we improve?
Ravel Morrison not going to start.
Leave Ravel Morrison alone. Fisherman, leave Ravel Morrison alone. How can we improve the team?
How can we improve the team? We have to try and see if we find some more better player than some of the players that we have now.
Where are going to find them?
No. That's very broad. What is Jamaica? In your opinion, what position is what Jamaica lacking? Based on your opinion.
We need a good CDM. That's the first thing. If we get a good CDM, we still say our problem solved.
But them just pick a 18-year-old from Ajax to back up Isaac Hayden.
But that is what I'm saying. We don't get 7 new players in the squad now. Nobody talking about those players. All we talking
but
about.
But out of the 7, 1 in a wheelchair, 2 not have no pass. Listen, Fisherman, 1 in a wheelchair, 2 not no passport. Come on.
But Fisherman, to be fair, the one them they talk about those players, But because it never make you upset, you never talk about that.
When them talk about?
In this same program, they talk about those same players.
Then they call out the players. Them never go in a no deep conversation and nothing about the players.
No, man, we got through them yesterday.
We have been a deep conversation about Ravel because people keep talking about.
Yesterday is a Ravel. From yesterday, the squad dropped and Ravel not in the squad. That get all out of upset. That's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about.
Fisherman, if me personally didn't so upset, why may I ask about him today in a press conference?
What?
If I was so upset, why did I not ask about that in the press conference?
I don't know why you did not talk about it.
Well, then don't talk about me so upset. I'm not so upset. I'm not upset.
I don't know why you didn't ask about it, big man. But
I am telling you because it was not the highest on my priority. I'm not upset.
They got 20 man.
Stop saying Uno.
Yeah, we could bring in tracking. Well, on the Fisherman, let's bring in tracking boss. He might want to reply to something you said. We're coming tracking boss. And then McHale after. Go ahead, tracking boss.
Yeah, good evening to you and the rest of the panel, JT.
Bless you.
Yeah, my point about this squad and the topic you guys on is like heard you guys talking about Ravel Morrison. You guys have to remember you can't pick a team based upon a one individual. And the same thing mash up several teams. Years ago, Argentina couldn't win a World Cup because they were basing the team around Messi. Until a different coach come and show them, say, hey, you can't base a team around one man. You have to build a team chemistry. A team chemistry is more important than an individual. And I even now, Brazil side are messed up with individual instead of building a team, a proper team. Ravel is not a team player. Listen,
But I have to stop you because you say Argentina did not build the team when they won around Messi. You realize that everybody in Argentina said the reason why this team won is because the coach literally realized that Messi is gonna play and he ain't gonna run. So he set up the team around him to make him succeed more than any other coach. More than any other coach before. So this point where you're making, it now go hold no water.
Okay, but it's what I said clearly to you. The previous coach was just trying to build a team around one man. They wasn't building a team. The difference with building a team then include the individual Messi and them guide Messi within the team. Team spirit is very important. Rafael is not a team player, and it can tell based upon his record. That's the point that I was making. And the same thing go with Brazil. They go for Neymar, bring him back. Neymar is not that team player. Several more names I can call in Brazil team. That's the downfall, and that's the big difference with Argentina. They have a team, and you can't ground that. They have a team spirit with or without Messi. Don't Argentina is winning, right? Other day against Brazil, Messi wasn't playing. For them, not Brazil to fight. That was a couple months ago in a World Cup qualifying. So it's no joke. A team spirit is very important.
Carla, one question. Have any one of us, even the comment section, have any of us seen Ravel play of lately?
May I go let you come back with that in a Wayne. Wayne, let me just bring in Malik and then we can circle again. Malik, Mikhail, come in and then the floor open again. Mikhail.
Yeah, man. You hear me all right?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Connection kind of.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. I just don't want to offer my 2 cents about the whole situation still, because if you really have to look at it, we go through this process, this cycle every single time a squad drop, right? Every single time somebody named left off who need to be there, and somebody else name who's there who should not be there. If I had to be very honest with you, it is getting very tiresome having to talk about the same thing every single time. I think we need to start address the root of the problem, which is the politics in the federation, which allows the coach never to pick his best players. Because if the politics was not there now, we would have the best team. Because that for me is the start and the root of all of our problems, Because if we can't play the best team, we always going to be under the cuff in every game. The bench are going to be weak, and we're going to have them crap performances, Because for the how much plus years, how much failed World Cup cycle gone now, we have picked the same man them. So we're expecting. It's like you take up like a pipe, right? The pipe a leak. You cover it with some cheap water sealant you find on the roadside, instead of hiring like a contractor to actually fix the leak proper.
And a Ravel contractor,
might
man.
do well for a little bit, but eventually the leak could bust.
So, but a Ravel contractor, the real pipe,
So Ravel, and you see this whole thing now. Yeah, man. And you see this whole thing now where people are trying to push the narrative, say Ravel a troublemaker and this and that and rare. You see that whole documentary with Andre Blake and the captains thing, You see when I watched that, me didn't want Andre Blake captain stripped from him right there. So.
Me too.
Because how the hell a man can go and throw a man under the bus so as the captain of the team, right? Because me sure Andre Blake, because me want to know who is Andre Blake? Andre Blake, you are the captain of the team, right? Before you try and talk to the man and reason with the man, you have to pick fight with the man. If Ravel Morrison want him to talk about like him and hold on to the ball too long. If Ravel Morrison want to hold on to the ball too long, I don't business. Ravel Morrison got to do something with the football.
I guess what he.
But you know see the irony. Wait no. You know see the irony. You know see the irony in that. Which player we always are close to holding on to the ball? We play the
Bailey.
So why some late never see them hold on to the ball?
Yo, listen, the man make a good point. He make a good point, He make a very good point that no everybody overlook too. When it comes to gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong. was it the under 15 or the under 17 that there was a list up here that they were supposed to put to some federation.
Fisherman, you have to go, you know, say one of them there, fisherman, you have to go sort out your phone, you know. Cause it always a give one scratch thing a come out of the background. When the headphone, that's why I'm mute you until you speak all the time. It a give.
And we have there's an list.
So when you come on, just stop.
There's an list, and the Jamaica Federation send a different list, and some of these players never get to go to the World Cup or something like that. Am I wrong or something like that? I don't know. And I think we see the same thing again, just happening again. With Jamaica, they cut and paste and put people on the 60-man squad. We don't need to the panic because we Antonio the Paniado. The man have a broke foot. The man can't play. So
the coach said Antonio called him and told him to pencil him in.
Wow.
That's what the coach just said.
JT, don't be disingenuous.
No, the coach just said that in win. The coach just said that.
Yes, the coach said that, but you have to put the thing in context. The coach also said that in February, that's what happened, and he said, do you think you're going to be ready? The gentleman said next week Antonio will even end of this week. Antonio will be on West Ham bench. So if he's on West Ham bench, that is a identifier that he's ready. So JT, don't be disingenuous.
Bro, I'm going off what the coach said. Cause for you, your thing now, Wayne, is when the coach says something, I know that him say.
No, JT, is not about that him said. Did he not say Antonio might be on West Ham bench?
But all right, you're a smart Sunday. Individual, Wayne. Wayne, just please give me a straight answer. Don't give me a McLaren answer, all right? You have a player come out of a major car accident at a major Premier League club, not playing for the Premier League club, you know, that he's at. And they're talking about move. This is his last season potentially at West Ham. Gonna move on from Mikel Antonio. But yet this player coming out of a major car accident who almost lost his life can call the coach and tell the coach to pencil him in a player who had 21 goals contribution, coach's player of the year. I know it's a lower league, cannot make the 60-man squad. You're telling me that sounds fair? Just to give me a straight answer.
Two things. I just mentioned if Antonio made the bench for West Ham Sunday, that will signify that Antonio has been training and he's ready and gearing. And if he makes the bench, I 100% believe that they will at least give him 10 minutes. And when he played that 10 minutes, then you can judge him for himself.
I believe Mikel Antonio being on that bench is more symbolic than anything else, and he's not going to see the field for a minute.
All right, so we will see that on Sunday. On to Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison playing in the second division, having the same goal contribution as Fleming's playing in the first division. I don't hear you guys calling for Fleming.
Because because that's what we're saying to you, Wayne, that what Fleming offers, Jamaica has that already. That's not what we need.
Understanding, Fleming is also playing attacking midfield now. That's what I'm saying. We are not doing our research.
When has Fleming been a marquee attacking midfielder for Jamaica?
That's not for Jamaica. That's what he's playing for his club as well. I'm saying we need to do our research. We need to do our research.
No, we don't. We know what Fleming is doing. We also know Fleming went to France and go do up himself. We also know that. Yes, that just happened.
We know Ravel Morrison make Rooney get fired twice.
He didn't. Ravel Morrison did. Rooney went to Birmingham and Wayne. That's so disingenuous. Rooney went back to Birmingham. Rooney went to Birmingham the next season and got fired midway in the season. After that, he went to Portsmouth Argyle and got fired again. Ravel wasn't there. So you cannot blame Rooney firing on Ravel Morrison. That's just that's not real.
I think you're unfair to Flemings, you know. You're unfair to, and you know, you're a man who really, you don't know one of favorite Fleming favorite person, you know. You don't really want to see Fleming inside the team. You talk it more than once. You don't want to see him. You don't want to see Asmas Powell. You don't want to see the man in the team. No time. You see the man end up in the own team. So no matter what the man they do, you're not going to want him in the team. Because you just him go to France and do it himself. Look how much place Ravel go and mess up the place. Look how much club him go and mess up the place. But yet still you want Ravel.
Because the quality of the player is different. Brother, it's two different quality.
What quality you talking about?
Brother, hold on. No, man. You are trying to compare Fleming and Powell to the impact that Ravel have on the team. Look on the impact that Fleming and Powell have on the team compared to Ravel have on the team. On the field, what you tell me now? What Fleming and what Powell do?
Me think Fleming didn't have more impact on the team.
You're joking. You asked me that question. You need to just watch any highlight with Ravel and you can see for yourself the difference in quality.
For goal, him do more work on the field more than
system you talk about. You don't want to put in them. Why you have put back players who never offer us nothing?
What you mean put back players?
Why?
What Ravel offered to the team when he was
going to offer us that Gray and Campbell and Bailey can give it?
I asked you what Ravel did offer to the team when he was there. How much goal he scored? How much goal he
Ravel was playing. But Fisherman, we went over that last night, man. So Ravel was playing the deep role.
Can I answer the question that you're asking, Carla? Let me answer the question. What can Ravel contribute?
Yeah, answer.
So here's what Ravel can contribute. Jamaica's biggest problem right now is in midfield. And it's not defensive midfield because, believe it or not, whether we like it or not, we can take a defender and plug in that stadium role. Whether we like it, whether we agree, we can plug somebody in at the role and then can do a half, you-know-what job, even if it's for one game. We see Damian Lowe do it for half a game. We have not seen anybody stepped up in that attacking midfield role that can possess the ball better than Ravel, that can transition the ball better than Ravel. And I feel like every time he is in the squad, it's like he never have the best 11, the best 10 around him. No, you can't build a squad around any one player. Hold on. Carla. Why
he's having an excuse.
Hold on.
My God.
Hold on. Carla, to answer your question, why Ravel? Ravel is the best possessor of the ball, and he is the best person to transition the ball. If you don't agree, then name me one player or two players that are better at possessing and transitioning the ball. Go, your turn.
So why Ravel not in a better league then? Answer that question.
Answer
that good.
Wait. You are asking a question before you answer mine. If Ravel is not the best option, name the player that is better at possessing the ball and transitioning the ball. After that, I can answer your other question.
Yeah, but we're going to have to ask first. Hold on.
No.
Before Ravel,
Fisherman, just answer a question. No, Fisherman, answer a question.
In chess, we call that checkmate. In chess, that's not a check in checkmate. That's checkmate. Game over, bro.
Checkmate with what?
You might say him checkmate you.
Look here, man. What you're talking about is a smoke screen you put up. What I'm saying, Ravel was there before, play how much match, and we never outpossessed no team at all. We never used to outpossess no team because when Ravel was here, team used to run over with same way. No matter
but me go debunk that. Me go debunk that now, Fisherman.
All the time.
Fisherman, me go debunk that. You remember when Ravel played under Paul Hall? What Paul Hall came out and said?
Jesus Christ.
No, but I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you facts, bro.
Yo, Fisherman, fix the background, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Fisherman. I'm telling you facts. When Paul Hall came in that game with Ravel and Leon Bailey, it was one of the first games where Jamaica, I think, must have had 500 passes. I don't know if it was 500, but it was a high number. And it's the way how Paul Hall set up the team.
JT, if we go back into the archive, you know, so we can find a good amount of match with Jamaica outpossess some team.
No, but
if we go back into the archive, way back,
no,
you know that?
No, we're talking about when we were coming from a place where we weren't outpossessing team on the topper, because that's not what topper does. Remember, say
and that Paul come in and play. We did still have chance to qualify for the World Cup. Paul will come in and play how much match. And in one of the match you can find one time when we pass some ball. And that's why Ravel can come back in the team, come stabilize the midfield. And we midfield get better. We think how much match before. And we see, as we say again, in playing play Japan under 23 team. We get fight with Ravel Morrison in the middle. And when him never make no difference. No difference.
All right. So Fisherman, you know what we're gonna do to put the Ravel thing to bed. Fisherman don't think Ravel we can move on. He shouldn't be there. We think Ravel is still needed. No, we think, but we're telling you that we still think that he should be there.
Yeah, I know it's on the thing, but it's not gonna happen, and it's not gonna make no difference. If him coming at the team, I'm morning, we not gonna go no placard and say if he come out of the team, you know. We not go hold up. But if he don't in there now, I don't have a problem with it.
But as we said, JT, it's sad that we have a 60-man roster and spending so much time on a player that can't.
The problem that I really have though is that you see the talent which Ravel have, the talent we Ravel have, and where you know how much country would I want to feel like Ravel in a damn team, yeah.
Nobody don't know. Come on,
who would want Ravel now?
National team, yes, sir.
Which national team would want Ravel?
Yo, gentlemen,
not for the Caribbean countries that want him.
Gentlemen, JT. Yeah? I think Fisherman make a very good point, you know. And I think we should respect Fisherman point. The man said Ravel is not on the 60-man squad. And we all here beating up our mouth, and we all here pointing out the fact.
He said that. Wayne said that, not Fisherman. Wayne.
Oh, okay. Wayne said that. He's not here on the team. Actually, the guys, fellas, that man would like to be realistic a little bit. The coach don't have him in mind. So, if the coach don't make it, if the coach go there Gold Cup and he make a fool of himself and make a fool of the country, we definitely have to go examine him. No, I say, yo, listen, he's making poor choices as well because he's neglecting to put in a first in group. The entire country is saying we need to see him out there and give him a chance. And he's refusing because of some little, we're speculating again, because of some little grievances somebody have with Ravel is holding back the key. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's it. So people, at 3 hours we doing, me now do that 5 hours something what we do last night, me drop asleep or left with people them last night. I have to take down the stream there because a bag of thing was said on that stream. The people nearly get our suit today and sitting. So last suit nearly dropped last night.
JT, let me say one thing before you know. You see, me going to talk about that something today, but me never get to talk. You say, cataract. Me no know. Young cataract a friend or whatever. And you make cataract come on the thing more time and come talk some breed of things. I don't know fact check. When him come and talk, say he make him just come fly him out because him love bully people on the program. When I make him bully people on the program and come chat one bag of things, nobody now fact checks not when come with. Not another sit down there and make him just because some of the things they went talk, if it's some people narrative. So them just roll with it. And say, yeah man, I say go man. And then no facts about it, but then say yes. Because him a beat on certain people and talk about certain people. Them agree with that. Them not like the people them him a talk about. So them agree with him. And him come chat a bag of things. Come talk some things about baller. And him no ask him no question. Ballers to come play and them say I be a penalty in take. So them don't want him in a squad. And next man, him a white man. So them don't want him in the squad. I only just sit down and listen to him. And nobody say, where you get that from? Where you get that from? Which part, who tell you that? You know, and you have to motivate him, just slow him, make him say anything when he want to say. Time him come and bully down people. Be them something them do.
May I go on 20 more minutes?
One point before we go.
All right, we just make everybody make them last point then. All right, go ahead.
Who is the bar for Alvin? Who responsible for Alvin to get higher? Who is the main person?
You have to repeat. I didn't hear you.
Who is the main person who responsible for McLaren getting hired and fired?
The technical
I think we all
committee.
know that name.
Yeah, technical committee.
No, him is a person, not entity.
All right. So, all right. We all who follow football know that, and I guess we are local football. We are Jamaican fans here and supporters. Do we believe that that person would sit? Because, first of all, do we believe that this person any football knowledge?
We don't know what we are talking about. You know, so in the point, it's a show. Yeah, we're not afraid to call name on a show. You know.
We're talking about the technical director of JFF.
So you're talking about Mr. Dunswell.
Is Mr. Dunswell?
Mr. Dunswell is the technical director.
See, you get it wrong. Call the name you want to call, man.
That's why we just work with call name. That's why we just make with call name on a show. Yeah, we not really bother. Football we are talking as if a man want get in him feelings or so.
What is the position of speed?
Ruder speed?
Yeah.
So is ruder speed you're saying? Okay, can we make it clear, you know? It's got way and you have to stand by your statement as a man, you know. We don't do hide and seek on a show. Yeah.
No, as far as I knew, it was ruder speed. I don't know if it changed as technical director.
Correct. Correct.
And he's a person of oversight of the coaches, not just one coach, that team. And to my knowledge, Rudolph Speed is a very competent coach within his own rights. He dominates local football with the youngest team in the league, and we can go on and on with his accolades, 3 consecutive finals, and go on and on. I'm just trying to make the point before I go.
Afraid you get sued?
No, sir. I don't believe Mr. Speed would watch the coaching staff going down the wrong hill and don't nip it in the bud this time, seeing that this is our easiest avenue in the history of FIFA World Cup to go to the showpiece. So with that said, I'm giving the coaching staff and the JFF all my confidence to take this Jamaican team to the world.
So, Carla, do you believe the team is going in the right direction or a positive direction as we speak?
As we speak, I'm on the fence.
Okay.
You better mind your job.
So how can you then say that you don't believe that the team going in the wrong direction and when you yourself don't believe that the team is going in the right direction?
No, I didn't say the team is not going in the right direction or the team is going in the right direction. I'm in the middle because this is a new coach, so to speak, and we have not gotten enough time.
You know, say I learned from McLaren win.
The Unity Cup, no man, the Unity Cup, the Gold Cup and World Cup qualifying this month and this month and next month will prove where Jamaica is at. So this question that you're asking, it should be asked the end of June. And I can better answer it.
All right. Sean, make your statement then, Godson and Fisherman, I will close out.
Listen, I've seen the show before, and unfortunately, my favorite character in the show
dead.
Always a dead in the movie. Dead in the show.
Kind of like Shatters.
What I don't want to happen is with 4 games left, Jamaica has a statistical chance of qualifying, and we get out the calculator and we go reach for a new coach. I've seen that before. I believe that after the Gold Cup, I believe that after the Gold Cup, we should really take a closer look and analyze if like what are our chances of qualifying to the World Cup with this current coach. And I'm going to even say the fact, what I just said right now, and me say it, and when me say, I rub me the wrong way. You know why? Because I said, what are our chances of qualifying? Why is the bar set so low? Why is the bar just getting to the World Cup?
Yeah.
I believe that with the talent pool that is out there in the universe, Jamaica can do more than just qualify to the World Cup and play 3 games and lose all 3.
Yeah.
So, in summary, after the World Cup, we should really do a deep dive and
We're going to
analysis
evaluate him,
and
so he has to be
determine-
evaluated after
Yeah.
the Gold Cup.
We need to do an evaluation to determine if this coach is likely to get us
To the
to the
World.
World Cup, if going to the World Cup is the low bar that we want to set.
Because I'm hearing, Sean, that is a potential that the assistant might take over from McLaren at some point if the ship starts sink. I heard that people are potentially prepping the assistant. Don't quote me on this, but I'm hearing that the assistant might just be there waiting in the wings.
Regent, I've seen the show before. Wasn't Papa just waiting in the wings?
No, Paul Hall was waiting in the wing.
Papa was waiting in the wings as well.
Yo, gentlemen, I have to run, but here what I say. Not as Fisherman come on earlier and he said some ask JT, say, yo, why your son so? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not all that pessimistic. I feel like Jamaica is heading in the right direction in terms of talent. Don't get me wrong.
Agreed.
I think they are heading in the right direction in terms of talent. But I think whatever stipulation the JFF had with McLaren in terms of him being in England and coaching over and the expectation of the recruiting and all those things, I can definitely tell you he's actually missing the mark so far. Based on me, that's me, my personal opinion, he's missing the mark in terms of recruiting. I'm being honest with you. I don't see where this 500,000 US or whatever he might get. It's not equating to it's not adding up.
The result.
It's not adding up. But I do believe the one thing that will be Jamaica downfall is that Jamaica don't have time to get it together.
Damn.
I don't think time is on our side. But I do believe our on a whole, the program itself, it can be in terms of academy. Yeah, it could be better. But to be honest with you, we do have the talent to take us over there. But we gonna have to. Yeah, they have to go have the whatever the committee they have in terms of assessing the coach. Yeah, they have to have some real come to God talk. Like, yeah, this not gonna work. You can't come and catch up in the corner and a drink rum and whatever they want. Yeah, this not gonna work and give us a little
rum and
dance around these questions.
Ghost one son, them say McLaren love the white rum and Jamaican breadfruit.
We have to on a serious note, JT, on a serious note, this have to do with our culture. Don't get me. I'm coming a little bit passionate with this because me here in America, in New York to be exact, I see the impact that Jamaica is having right now on a world stage. Jamaica is having an impact on a world stage, and I'll be honest, as a chef, if Jamaica get it together, bro, the amount of money me personally can make, me don't want this man come here and mess up my money, bro. I'll be honest with you, me walk with my head high with me as a Jamaican, and I push Jamaica hard America here. We have a bar right now with mad people in there. At Jamaica, them white man, I say, bro. So
but Godson, when the World Cup and Gold Cup, but I go set up jerk pan out of stadium, they lock you up, man.
Yo, bro, we have it locked, man. We have it back. We have full place, man. I want to be
smoke up the stadium.
We are representing. No, brother. When we say we are representing Jamaica, bro, we are representing Jamaica, bro. And we have We have people, we have hundreds of people right now that support Jamaica, and I tell honest truth, them man North America, they must say Jamaica. I mean, I want this coach to flop out with thing, bro.
Yeah, I really thought that was a good drop the mic moment. That was good. Fisherman, you get to close the show. Say your final piece.
Me, I think the coach, I go 100% with the coach. Really and truly, I don't really have a problem with the coach. I feel if we don't qualify, any blame me I give, me out of 50, out of 100%, me give the coach. Me blame the coach about 40 and the player them 60. Because to be frank, the players them on the whole, I don't think we have great players. I think we have some bits and pieces players. And I think some of the guys them overrate some of the players them overrated players. So if them don't qualify, I give most of the blame to the players them. I don't think them special. You know? But they keeping the finger at the behind them 100%. I don't matter which player come, they behind them 100%. And I think them will qualify still. Even if them struggle, I think them will qualify.
Yeah, people, I agree with the first part of Fisherman's statement there about the bits and pieces. I think that was spot on. I think we have bits and pieces, nothing really special. And that's why we've been calling for Ravel Morrison, because it seems it's just it's pieces we're working with right now, because we don't have those players to take us over the top. You know, so we are trying to see if the team can give us the best chances. But I think that was a good statement by Fisherman. Thank you very much, Sean, for coming on. Godson, Ghost, One Son, and Fisherman. I was good. I was lively. Thank you for joining us, guys. People, we will be back on Thursday. We'll be back on Thursday. I think the squad for the Unity Cup, and I still haven't. Me and McLaren hasn't have our face off as yet. I'm still looking forward to that one, where we meet in a press conference. It will be a lovely one because I'm always respectful. So if Simon Preston hear this, you don't have to worry, Simon. It's just the way I'm gonna structure my question to make sure that the fans can get an answer out of Coach McLaren. That's all we want. We just want an answer so we can put this thing to bed. Lone Wolf, Marcus Garvey, everybody we passed through today. I don't know the thing going on. We still support the team, but supporting it, we're not blind supporters. We don't just follow the Pod Piper out of the stadium and just, blind leading blind. We don't really do that. The days, remember, them time there one station we watch football on, TV, JR, then we listen it on radio. Nowadays, we can do our checks. The coach said he didn't even know about Jonathan Russell, a player who played for Jamaica. So the coach went on for about 4 or 5 games saying he don't know the players. So McLaren has contradicted himself a few times. And as we said, we will revisit McLaren after that Gold Cup. Because if him think him can come back, come tell us a World Cup in there, I think here we go. McLaren, you can't just, we're not going to buy that. We're not going to buy that, brother. We're not going to buy that. It's like a man come tell us, you have a bike license, you can fly a plane. Let me see you ride a bike first. Let's see you get some results in the Gold Cup before you're talking about touching down one of them new planes that were Qatar just get Donald Trump. We're not buying that. So we want to see results as well. I don't want to hear that. Hal Grimson was one of those persons who did that to Jamaica as well. The Gold Cup, we're just there to get it, go through the motions. And no, I don't want to hear that garbage. The Gold Cup might turn out to be Jamaica's World Cup. Hence, we have to go out there and compete. I don't buy this. I don't buy this just show up. Because if we're just going to the Gold Cup to show up, why are we really bothering to go to the World Cup? Are we just going to show up at a Gold Cup? Then we damn sure just go hold our vibes, a World Cup, if we make it. People, it's not straightforward as you think. Because if Jamaica lose a few games and get diverted and have to run up in a Costa Rica and Panama, dog, me and with supper. We don't want to end up run up in a them team there. And I think that this experiment for the Unity Cup, it's a bad idea. I think it should be a combination of experiment while trying to get as much playing time who's gonna carry over into that World Cup qualification, because based on my observation, Jamaica tend to start the windows a bit slow. So you want to get the jitters out or the slow start out with the Unity Cup games. But we're going there to experiment. It's a lab. You know, he's bringing a bunch of lab rats to do some experiments, some guinea pigs over to England. But let's see. The JPL players that Unseen and those guys think are the saviors, that they think are really good, and we're just overlooking those guys. They will have their say. They will have their days. So let's see how it works out. At the end of the day, people really appreciate Baller Kick Uptown. Marcus Garvey, Tycoon, Reggae Reactor was very active today. Big up yourself, my boss. Lone Wolf, Get Up 455. Who else we have here? A bag of people. We're not gonna get to go through. It was a long list today. We had 250 people. It was a good show to hit 250 people on a Tuesday, when there's no football being played. Bless up yourself, VJ. I was trying to call you about VJ, but you didn't get to go on. You have to call back the other phone. Save the other number, VJ. That's the calling number. The number where you're calling me on, that's my personal phone. And it's a USB connection, so that don't really connect to the mixer. That's why when you or Fisherman them a call, but hang up and try add on it to the calling phone. So just try to save. Fisherman, try to save the calling number too. Because you call the other phone, which is the wrong phone. Marcus Garvey, you know the badness, you know. All right, everybody, bless up on yourself. Thursday we'll be back to break down that Unity Cup squad and see what happens there. All right, people. Until then, you have to jump out on a slave in about 5 hours. All right, so take care of yourself. All right, stay blessed, people.